Then again, Santa Claus is fat. I never actually saw a fat pigeon. You guys ever seen a
Valley
fat
traffic unit,
pigeon?
ambulance traffic, Lieutenant Plummer, Lieutenant Plummer, to be CC 03 incident 315 1963.
I've seen fat chickens as well. Also,
thank you. I heard that one.
I've never seen a fat geese.
So that one's
Police might still be there.
Russell PD unit going to be out with that subject already? Where the hell he was?
They didn't advise me to custody of that. Arrived on scene.
Sorry, it's a little dark.
In 1/4 mile.
Police station, you want to be the incident to be disposed?
What? No, ma'am, I'll do it. Thank you. But we can never be dogs.
Attention all units, Charlie 270, keyed up in a struggle, Charlie 270, keyed up in a struggle, going to be in front of the HED 5313 Saratoga, 5313 Saratoga, working on control 3, behind Bethel, your spot 3056, Fletcher Drive for CHP. Suspect is armed with a wooden stick, receiving a drop at Washington, North, correction, Santee, north of Washington.
1/4 mile, turn left.
I don't know if it's the main event, but it's one of the core parts that I want to show you.
That's ludicrous, but I got you. Hang on. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Family Street, Trinidad Valley, 721 Multiple Boulevard, Apartment 404, Subject Council, Albright Frontiers, Code 210-3163, RD 251.
It's my job to reconnect us all. I want to hold on.
Can I get a cheese?
Code 30 right here, 215 Urban Avenue, and the resident, District 3165, ID 50.
No? I guess it's a
They were from Washington.
they closed it down.
2010, 4 door 6, Mary Victor John 08. What's your location for 689 is good?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're going to be on a phone call.
89, they're in apartment number 10.
6-9X-520 route to your location for transport.
Our line was a railroad. Now
This was a shooting that took place here at this residence.
Fire comments, code 3 incident 3164 to 2027.
No way.
Impact Factory North Boulevard Boulevard, there's a female black 30 years, white shirt, light short, underline a white SUV, rear things are on the vehicle, next to the vehicle, item fire, no additional weapons, receipt code 337 RG 1980.
So reporting anybody coming in.
From here, 34th Street, all the way down to around 14th Street.
Lieutenant Rosemont,
Most of it looks like a lot of greenery, railroads, and benches. Somewhat narrow for a tourist site, so literally come on weekdays, one take pictures. Come on a weekend.
He's named him in 290. We're hit, but they're 10-4 now.
So if you get down past the gate tonight before they close it, can you continue? Ask the pitbull. Yeah, you can. They might eventually kick you out. It's at your
Respond with
discretion.
the dog restraint. They can get it from the cable. 303. 9630 Compton. 9630 Compton.
So they might not let anybody in. And not walk through the whole thing. They eventually like, all right, bro, it's time for you to get out of here.
8036.
That's
Semi front
what
control.
it is. Usually,
I don't know if we should go in and just be otherwise the building and that they had no control over that, no way to be their area. Come on.
Eric, thank you for that super chat, brother.
Lots to do. You gotta pay to demolish your home.
Yeah, that's where trains for transporting goods, but then trucking made it obsolete. You go on my video, before the video of the High Line. A nice summer day. So yeah, if you want to go check that out,
I think it is.
Yeah, you took her?
The guy, they were looking
that's
for
now open. 2021, 2020.
Civic Intertown on the 3 call. I don't travel on a bus. National over identify.
You know what I'm trying to get at. And now they have nets up. People from jumping over. On Thursdays it's free for New York city residents. Aside from that, it's $10 at a specific time slot. Or $15 anytime of the day you want. It has a nice view. You can't see the nets because it's night. But I did do a live stream in there. On my backlog if you want to watch it.
The 2006 Silver Impala on license plate, code 2 incident 3180 or D256.
Those actually provide a better view than the actual net. The nets would be here, but this floor doesn't have nets. The floor above does, so I would look through the glass down there. See if I can zoom in and see. This one doesn't have the net
Convict in a criminal threat suspect total at First Street at customer miles, Bannock 390-40, Bald Central, black and white temperature, blue sweatpants.
The only one
No weapons seen or heard back to me. 5 to 6 minutes ago, the suspect is still on location. The victim is female Hispanic Canadian, 251 reported.
Victor North, John 4059, South Line,
This is Hudson Yards decorated for the holidays.
Last seen southbound trail from Vaughn past the 118 freeway. The suspect vehicle is a
Never forget, your first Oreo can be
Travis and Mel Hispanic with a long beard. Information on the 3181 or 1601.
But a lot of people haven't actually seen this, so for people seeing it for the first
Very
time,
kind words too. Thank you
it must
so
be
much.
really amazing because the
Any unit involved in
first time I saw it was last
either
year.
second or third.
understand,
Contact
but
13 George 40. I have the number.
After 2 or 3 years,
Your cost to Avenue 32.
same golden lights, which are still nice. But I like changes. Because changes define the year.
Roger.
So
Responding
Makes
for
you remember
the
the year.
TC request. The T unit request.
you should have a tree here, a Christmas tree, maybe like right here. That would be cool. Hudson Yards should have a
Male
Christmas
black,
tree.
30 years, wearing a black hooded
Who
sweater.
knows? Maybe they.
Go 217-317-40, 1490.
That's a good idea. This boy here has a good idea. Let's get a tree here.
2 Paul Tom. 9874 2 Paul Tom.
All right.
Northbound turn on Vine.
I think that's it.
I'll get a unit here.
Oh, shoot.
Hot track team 7 second felony with lane damage to lane damage to 187 descent to 39.
All right, everybody. See you guys next time.
26 intersection of Delfino.
Like the video, guys.
26 PL42 OPT
Still looking around.
Killian is
Next time.
26 MX 109 417 12 John Street.
Runner, comment, code 10-3-191, are you
Exactly.
I'm gonna try, Randy. I figure if I come out early.
PL42 Roger.
X54 should be code 6.
Yeah, this is a shooting.
He's gonna make us stay all the way to the 3 a.m.
We found cases inside the house and outside by the door.
Ambrose,
Toyota Tundra making a left turn on Sherwood to go to Violence.
everybody else.
22 stand by. Any
This is a
DRE
shooting
unit
call.
beat 17X22 Palmer Wilbur.
Don't know if they're fighting cases or anything, but they told her back up. And like, just sitting around.
26 MX109 for 41712 John 3 returns to it 2021.
Skyline. I want to see the skyline. You see the sunset here?
26 Mary 30, 26 Mary 30, call the watch center.
Show myself along with the
26 MX109.
Usually something it's not too bad. Sometimes there's a lot of clouds. It gets very cloudy.
26 Teal 42, Roger, 7 Henry 19983, and 26 MX109, Roger on Van Nuys 1.
To declare a white Honda Pilot with hazard lights on. Construction, the vehicle versus pedestrian. The peer observed a knife in the pedestrian's back pocket. Peer is still inside her vehicle waiting. It's code 3, incident 3193, already 1549.
017, so just nice and honest, a felony within Devon 266 vehicle is a white Toyota sedan, older model, 9 Paul, Robert Thomas, 505, license for Chevron parking lot, no Friday, condition set 787.
I don't know why it's doing it, but it's gonna annoy me.
Look at, even the lady's looking.
Female on the bus, Sherman Way, and Bel Air, bus is holding, westbound. The suspect, male, black, 70 years, gray beanie, yellow vest, with a gasoline-powered scooter on bus, refusing to exit. This is code 2, incident 3204, 1512.
Vehicle just pulled into the Home Depot on Sherman Way. Address is showing 11. Is that related traffic?
100.
100.
Go ahead. One copy, code 4.
Towards David Adams.
619, Tower Strike 2.
Can I get to this one?
12 J, Kyle board.
Ripping everything out of here. Let me see.
Thank you.
Come on.
Action X45 responding, the battery from Griffith and Washington to LA General.
Isn't that right here around the corner? Let's see.
Do we have a description of him?
Code 37 trailer just pulled into the Home Depot at 11600 Sherman Way. Is being pulled by a white Toyota Tundra. The license plate on the trailer is 98742 Paul Tom, 98742 Paul Tom. 15X48 is responding.
Possibly white females leave the store with a buggy full of items. Unknown what they took. All they did was they said the security alarm off for leaving. Unknown description of the vehicle, unknown direction of travel.
Get back in.
1931.
Gang units on the way over there.
For the code 3 call identify.
249.
6 TL 42 for 7 Henry 19983 returns.
Why were they going over there?
I want a warrant for a 2004 GMC Bravo Fernando Trujillo 1760 Diane Court, Apartment 10. I'll put in the incident.
I'll use code 4, no evidence for reflecting on Buchanan.
I think I heard a 215 suspect or something like that.
Cancel control 3. Over 1021 RP. She's an ID subject to DOA. It'll be suspicious person only.
11X48, 11X48, command.
They received a call from a 14-year-old's mother who lives in Florida.
North Hollywood, Washington, and you're being held over.
But it's her last known location. The mother tried to get
Already?
Strong attention, is there a 5151 for the juvenile or just OCU?
Check on the vehicle first. 6 you can send me everything that's up. I'll go watch it.
Roger. 1639 East Vernon.
Roger, can you advise them to do that?
Metro West. 090 Roger, GX74, GX74.
We'll be in on what the plan is.
But what I heard, I don't know if I heard it correct. But
Abortion wasn't the big issue that they kept insisting, and people don't want boys and girls athletes together and men. In other words, all that stuff was so completely rejected. But it's not going to change the Democrat Party in the media, is it?
No, it's not. And I think that we already see that happening, Mark. I mean, one of the things that we've seen so consistently from this media over the past several years is their unwillingness to raise any questions of themselves, to look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe we were wrong about Russiagate. Maybe we were wrong about some of the things we said. Maybe we shouldn't have backed school lockdowns, etc. And yet they never really do that. They only do it years after the fact, if any of them do it. And in fact, right now, what you're already hearing from them is, well, this is just proof that America is more racist, is more sexist, is more terrible than what we even thought ourselves. That's why the voters ignored us. That's why they ignored our warnings. They're just too dumb. They don't understand what's going on. When in reality, of course, the voters did understand what we were saying, and they rejected it because they don't believe it. They don't agree with it, and they don't think that they're actually looking out for their best interests. And what I think people need to be prepared for, even in this moment of calm, in the wake of this sweeping and for the Democrats astonishing election result, is they need to be prepared for the same kind of animosity, the same kind of resistance, the same kind of craziness that we saw from the media and from the Democratic Party last time around. They are not going to go willingly along with this agenda, even though the American people have spoken so definitively. Even though 49 out of 50 states moved toward a former president toward the Republican Party, even though we won more rural areas and suburban areas and cities. Mark, he's going to end up losing.
They say it might be related to the wood lane. That's all I just want.
Any unit in the city, 1548, requesting backup area unit supervisor on a stolen white Tundra, South Carolina plate 98742, 11600 Shimaway at the Home Depot parking lot.
Net tag 58, you recovered. Receive the better location.
Like the most radical elements of the Democrat Party, vice versa, don't they? So unless these corporates, these massive corporations, whether it's Comcast or Paramount or Disney or whatever, I want these propagandists for the Democrat Party.
Here, all that clothing. You might be in apartment 108. Transport on
Yep, right here.
Area on 37, southbound side, that's on a Silver sedan. Color advise the trunk has like a tie down, open a little bit. You believe he saw feet inside of the trunk.
So this might be related.
He believes he sees feet inside of the trunk.
Brown hat. Suspect shoes, wearing black hat, white shirt, blue jeans.
He has left the rest area. He says it's 37 southbound side rest area, silver sedan. Pretty beat up vehicle.
Hispanic black shirt and pants, brown hat, second suspect is now Hispanic black hat, white shirt, blue jeans.
Jesse Waters, Katie Pavlovich, and Gut Family. It's 5 o'clock in New York City, and this is the phone.
Air 1 has sufficient units on scene, suspect is flying.
Yes, Sonny, but why did they vote for him? In sweeping the interest rate.
He's saying he's at fast trip.
Anyone selling unit runway 2 498 on Legal Avenue at Fuller Heading Center. Subject amount white, 17 years, 10 sweatshirt, possibly green pad, busting up the cars on the Houston 32, 28 or 810.
Way they can cope is by cranking up the resistance. Radical Democrat governors are already scheming on ways to sabotage Trump's second term. And it looks like good old wants to be its leader. California Governor Newsom is ordering up a special session of his state's legislature to sway orders of Trump progressive policies on climate change and immigration. Freedoms we hold dear in California are under attack, and we won't sit idle. California has faced this challenge before, and we know how to respond.
I dare you to let me build you a complete e-commerce store preloaded with 20 hand-picked products that are trending all over the world, basically validated by AI from a trending product database from one of the top vendors on the planet. And the reason that we can do this completely free is because Shopify is paying me to do it. You've probably seen me before, because for the last year, Shopify has loved the AI-paired software that we built so much that they've been paying me to build people just like you, complete beginners, a completely free store. Now, again, it's free for you, right? Shopify is paying me a commission to do it. And if you don't keep your store for more than 90 days, I don't even get paid. But your store is still free, right? And after 90 days, it's still your store. I don't own a percentage of the store. I don't control the store. It's yours. You can delete products from it, add new products to it, all that good stuff. It's your store, okay? Not only that, I'm going to give you my courses completely free. I'm not going to try to upsell you a bunch of courses. I know you've seen gurus trying to sell courses for $1,000, $2,000, so on and so forth. I can afford to give you my courses for free because, again, Shopify pays me when you use this software and open up a Shopify store. So you get a free store, right? I get a commission from Shopify, and Shopify gets a new merchant to their platform that's being trained by me. It's a win-win-win situation. All you have to do is click here right now. I dare you to do it. I dare you to see if it's free. You're going to go to the next page. You're going to create a free account. You're going to get a free account to our AI software that's going to build you a store in the next 20 minutes. It's ready to start taking orders. The sales pages are going to be done. The product descriptions are going to be done. The products are going to be uploaded to the store for you, ready to go, ready to start taking orders. The custom theme is going to be uploaded with banners for you. It's going to be ready to go. It's weeks of work. Thousands of dollars worth of design done for you, all by AI, completely free. The only thing that you have to do is create your own Shopify account. And again, the reason I'm able to do this for free is because Shopify is paying me. I'm awarded as the most innovative commerce coach in the world by Shopify. Shopify follows me. They like a lot of my ads. And this is something that Shopify is 100% aware of and loves. That's why they're paying me to do it. So you can go pay somebody for a bunch of courses. You can go pay somebody to build you a store. Or you can just click here.
I would remind you that a happy warrior is still a warrior. You come from my people. You come through me.
The key here is that, every tool in the toolbox has got to be used to protect our citizens, to protect our residents, and protect our states, and certainly to hold the line on democracy.
If there is any attack on the Garden State or on any of its communities from Washington, I will fight back with every fiber of my being.
The moment they try and bring a hateful agenda to this state, I'm going to stand ready to stand up and fight the way we do things here.
And now, Nancy Pelosi is breaking her silence on populist laws by throwing both her and Joe Biden under the bus. She said, quote, "We live with what happened, and because the president endorsed Kamala Harris immediately, that really made it almost impossible to have a primary at that time. If it had been much earlier, it would have been different." So, Harold, what are they resisting? It's only been like 72 hours.
So good to be back with you again. I would encourage everybody to be gracious in losing and winning, and accept victory. Two, it is a tradition in our country for governors to say on behalf of their states, speak on behalf of their states. I'm reminded when President Obama was in the White House and the health care package passed, it was called Obamacare, officially called the Affordable Care Act. There were a number of states that thought that law violated the rights of their citizens. Many of them came together, rightly so, and filed lawsuits Most were unsuccessful, but they filed those lawsuits and took steps to try to, what they say, guard their citizens from the harms of the federal government. The 10th Amendment allows, and other amendments allow them to do that. I'm reminded also that when Roe v. Wade was overturned by Dobbs, there were states, powers given back to the states, and states that passed laws to try to form laws to try to reflect the will of the people, whether they may live in Arkansas, Mississippi, or New York, California, wherever the state may be. I'm even reminded President Obama campaigned that he wanted to close Guantanamo Bay. And I think one of the challenges that President Trump will face, as all presidents do, is reconciling the ease of making campaign promises with the reality of making those promises policy. And that's really the rub in politics. How do you do that? President Trump will have an advantage for many reasons. Probably the foremost reason that if the Congress, if the House turns out to be a Republican House, President Trump will hold the House, the Senate, obviously the White House, and a majority of people in the court will remain have been appointed by conservatives, the Republicans that is, on his side. So again, I'm not surprised by this, Judge. This is like American traditional states standing up to what they believe their state, people in their state want. And the good thing about it is, if you think they're wrong, or I think they're right, or vice versa, ultimately voters will make that final determination by electing those state legislatures or governors or really.
Now it looks like it's the new state governor, and they have cameras out there making sure people leaving the state, not coming into the state. Failed policy.
Go ahead, sir. I would have never got the shot anyway.
Whoa. Stop. You don't need to build a business.
I'm going to check out 8164 Business 77. Fort Charles, Edward Charles 19 X-ray 0.
On October 19, 2023, Wells Fargo warned its clients that all checking accounts are likely to be replaced with digital dollars in the near future. If you have at least a $50,000 nest egg saved for retirement, you can legally opt out of this new program.
Hello everyone, I'm Dana Perino along with Judge Janine Zero, Jessica Tarloff,
still at the scene, Lankershim, south of
working real good tonight, ain't it, after that damn update?
So it is being called the biggest political comeback in American history. President-elect Trump is on his way back to the White House. Earlier, he flipped Michigan, completing his sweep of the three blue wall states. And Trump is leading in other key battlegrounds that are still too close to call. Republicans are already set to take control of the Senate, and the Fox News Decision Desk estimates that the GOP has a slight edge in the House as well, as states continue to poll ballots. Here's the president-elect speaking.
Kids just trying to get home, that's all.
1632 and 200.
Good. 1970.
Contact female under the effect of unknown substance such as District 254 and 50.
TL 51 24 TL 510.
Alright, we're gonna go across the street now.
Street of the site, Audi suspect vehicle, the black Dodge Charger, Arizona license. Adam Edward Adam, 3 Paul Paul. Adam Edward Adam, 3 Paul Paul. Suspect is a male Hispanic, 35 years, wearing a black shirt, black basketball shorts. He's arguing with the female white. Suspect is her description. Female could be heard saying the suspect possibly assaulted the child. Another comment, go to 3260 on 9566. 6321 County.
320, I'll take that.
Sorry to see your nearest ETA for at least.
Might want to do.
Protection Sunset Discount Drive, Customers at 3235 or 205.
Holy crap, it's another right here. Sure it's not related.
Right, different RGs. We got a chase, guys. CHP, we gotta find out where it's at. We got a chase, everyone. Pay attention.
Primary team 37 Roger.
Oh, Noriega.
Already 4624, 20,000. Good. Roger down there, negative 30, negative 50.
Not exact, but I'm confident for near 1630.
Go to 7 Standard. You're going to set up the spike shot.
And already contacted, so he's come in, 2043, can you message?
He stopped.
9534 Wolverine Avenue. Vehicles of black Mitsubishi Lancer, Florida plate, Queen Tom Lincoln, 124, Queen Tom Lincoln, 124. Since the 3268 or D1794.
I just got waved down.
But it sounds like he might have pulled over.
That's the Valero and it's a motor. What was that motor? Apparently the people are still there.
Driver will be waiting on Lakeland Boulevard at Night Sunrise Court. Arizona.
71 is there a quick one from Victor Tom 087?
269 zone scene, one vehicle, 2-3, negative 4.
Go ahead.
So he's
Tom Howard, Tom 3192. Tom Howard, Tom.
The white Honda Pilot is south of Bourbon Boulevard.
He tried, okay? A lot of things I didn't agree with him, but I didn't have a problem speaking truth to power. As long as you do it in a respectful way. I just disagreed on things. I said, Mr. President, you're being pushed too far left. That's not who you've been. You didn't govern that way when you were here. You didn't go clear far left. When you were on the stage running for election in the primary against all the other Democrats, you were the only one that says, listen, I know how the place works. I can bring people together. Then you came in throwing nuclear bombs because they convinced you had to do everything by yourself. Don't worry about the Republicans. Well, my golly, we need Republicans and we need Democrats that will work together. And if the leader doesn't do that, and I'm praying to God, I want to thank and congratulate President Trump for a great victory. I want him to look back and learn from the mistakes that other people have made, and some he's probably made and wants to correct those. But the bottom line is, you're going to need some Democrats working with you, Mr. President Trump, and there's Democrats that want to work with you. Give them a chance before everyone tells you they don't want you. Make them prove they don't want to work with you before you throw them under the bus, I guess.
You weren't a fan of Harris's campaign. In 107 days, I couldn't see how she defined herself. Could you? Do you think she was a good candidate?
Well, Kamala Harris, all she had to do was just say, listen, I'm number 2. I was number 2. I didn't make these decisions. But now, if she'd agreed with it and she didn't basically say that there was a mistake, I'd have done this different, that different. My goodness, agree. But leaving Afghanistan was a disaster. It made us look weak around the world. Leaving the borders porous. Having the ability to get asylum at the border without being any checks, that's wrong. And you got to admit you made mistakes and then fix them. My goodness, a politician's afraid to say, I'm sorry, I messed this one up. I'm going to fix it.
Senator,
they can't do that. And she didn't believe in the energy. We forced them. We're producing more energy today, more gas, more oil than we ever have before. And we're investing in new, cleaner technology. They went with the green, with the EVs, electric vehicles, just what you said when you opened your dialogue up. You're exactly correct. They want to push out EVs. I said, are you crazy? There's nobody in West Virginia wants to buy an EV. I said, usually the market will basically come and buy what they want, not what you want them to have. That's the problem you all have. You cannot force on me to spend my money that I work for on things I don't want. And then you got to basically you're outlawed. I said, none of this makes sense at all. And that's what we've been fighting, and that's a disagreement we've had. I've been up front with them. I have told them I couldn't take it no more. I said, I cannot stay in this party and have identification being a Democrat. I am not a Washington Democrat. Never have been. And the Democrats I have known are gone.
Senator, would you join a Trump administration if he asked you?
Here's the thing. I've said this, and I mean this with all my heart, Don. I want my president. I want my president. Guess what? Donald Trump is my president now. I want him to succeed. I will do anything and everything I can to help him and assist him. I will help anybody he wants to transition to. I understand the energy policies. I understand what they've done wrong with the Biden administration that needs to be fixed. The rules they put in place. I don't have any desire hard to be in an administration or still be in a payroll of the federal government. I've been in the Senate for 14 years. I was in twice a governor. I've got 42 years of experience. I think I can help as much from the outside as I could from the inside. But I've said this, every red blood in America should want your president to do the best they can and succeed. And I'm urging everybody, the people you just showed me screaming, going crazy and all this, we're going to be just fine. We are the United States of America. We have a transition in power. I thank Kamala Harris for basically her speech that she gave, acknowledging that she lost the election, that there will be an orderly transfer, that she will be there to certify Donald Trump as the president of the United States, 47th president. That's all helpful. We're back on course. Everyone was expecting that things were going to go in chaos. We didn't. And the majority of Americans spoke, right? And I'm happy for that. And the people lay off of Joe Biden. Okay? He's retiring. He's going home. He's earned it. He's deserved it.
Senator,
give him a break.
good luck at your daughter's watching your daughter's soccer game. I will explain the sport to you. First, watch another game, and I'll explain to you what you need to watch.
Brian, I need help on soccer. I can tell you, the side kick, the kick when it goes out of what's out of bounds, what's in bounds. How come this person's on this side? I'm getting it, buddy. But I watched 79 minutes of 80 minutes. I saw really 1 minute and 3 seconds of exciting. I was jumping and screaming.
I'm going to talk to you about this. You're going to learn to appreciate the game. Senator Joe Manchin, I'll talk to you again soon, I hope. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate you.
Holy Bye-bye.
I think our party needs to do a better job of standing up against some of the extreme left policies that have really propelled Donald Trump forward.
Democrats like me always said, Donald Trump has never won the popular vote. Well, he's going to win the popular vote. Donald Trump is not a winner. Well, he was a big winner. And it hurts me to say that, but he was a big winner.
It did hurt him, but he did say it. Some Democrats coming to terms with the loss and realizing it's time to look forward. So what does a second Trump term look like? What are the priorities on day one for the former president? Let's ask a guy that very well might know and play a big role in that from the Senate. He is Senator Tom Cotton, and he's adapted to our wardrobe without a tie. Thanks so much, Senator. Great to see you. First off, your decision not to be in the cabinet. Please don't make me an offer, Mr. President-elect, because I'm going to stay in the Senate. Why?
Well, Brian, I'm very excited about the victory that President Trump had on Tuesday night and the Republicans had in the Senate and House as well. We have a lot of critical issues to work on, not just national security and foreign policy, but also the tax house as well. We have a lot of critical issues to work on, not just national security, foreign rights, working to unleash American energy. These are all issues that really excite me, that matter a lot to the people of Arkansas, and I want to work with them, work on them with President Trump and Republican senators to help advance that agenda for the American people. So flattered to be considered by President Trump over the years, but also very excited to be in the Senate representing the people of Arkansas, working with my fellow Republicans for a better country.
What's first? I mean, we know the president wants to open the border first and maybe drilling second. Are you sensing, talking to the people close to him, that there's a plan in place?
Oh yeah, of course, we can just look at what the president proposed in the campaign, like Jim Justice, Gail McCoy, Tim Sheehy, Bernie Moreno campaigned on to get elected as new senators-elect. There are things the president can do immediately with executive action, like helping secure the border, or opening up more drilling on federal lands, these things that will require legislation over the long term next year. We obviously want to extend the Trump tax cuts, improve them even more, provide funding for the border wall, help crack down on abuse of our immigration laws, pass laws that are going to build upon the president's day one actions to unleash more oil and gas production, because energy costs are one of the number one drivers for inflation. We need to rebuild our military to invest more in cutting-edge technologies, get our troops focused back on the basics of fighting and winning wars and social engineering. There's a lot of things the president will do in the very first days of his administration. Of course, I'll support those, and then in the medium and long term next year, we'll focus on legislation to help advance and cement those early gains.
So Senator, I expected you to be with the former president, and now he's president-elect. I was surprised to see Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., and Joe Rogan, Dana White, of course, but Joe Rogan joined late and become become sold on it. I want you to hear what his advice is from his podcast to President Trump.
We got a real chance to make real change. This is like one of the first times ever where there's a real chance to make real tangible change that's going to be for the good of everybody. And he's got to unite people. He's got to not attack the left, not attack the right. Let them all talk their but unite. Now it's time to unite everybody.
Can Donald Trump look past the critics from the New York Times and Washington Post on other channels and just go straight ahead on his agenda being as foreign done?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, Brian, I agree with Joe Rogan. Right now is a time for unity in our country. President Trump is very gracious and magnanimous. His victory speech on Tuesday night, he's focused on solving the problems that this country has, and the people that came behind President Trump's campaign, to include all those people who voted for Republican, probably for the first time in their lives. If you look at, say, Latino counties in South Texas, or the inroads that President Trump made with minority voters, female voters. They want solutions. They want prices down. They want our border secure. They want America to be strong and respected in the world once again. That's what President Trump's focus is, and certainly going to be mine and Republican senators too. I think we have a great chance building on this historic victory Tuesday night to improve the lives of Americans in a concrete, meaningful, and tangible way.
Senator, the main reason you're not going, it's your family, right? You want to make sure you're playing a role. You feel there's a lot of travel, correct?
Well, my boys are still young. They're under 10, and I'm very involved in their lives. We've made that work with the demands of the Senate schedule. I'm not so sure about schedule, but I'm also, like I said, very excited to work on all the issues that come in front of the United States Senate. When you're in a cabinet position, you have one narrow set of issues. You spend all your time on it. Those are very important, whether you're the Secretary of Defense, or Secretary of Treasury, or Secretary of Education. In the Senate, the whole array of issues the American people face, we'll be working on next year for the people of Arkansas and the entire country. I'm very excited about all of those opportunities.
All right, he is Senator Tom Cotton. It's always great to talk to you. I know you'll be fighting it out over the next 4 years for you. Meanwhile, thanks so much, Senator. Straight ahead. The world is watching after President Trump's victorious comeback. We have Fox News contributor Douglas Murray, fantastic column, live on deck, gradually walking our direction. Clearly outdressed me, but again, not wearing the tie. Douglas, great to see you. Plus, a little bit later in the show, we had the great actor Robbie Dobby to discuss the impact or lack thereof of celebrities when it comes to elections.
46 first number, the transported Ardmore.
101, Allegheny Station 485, IRP 121, Delaware State. 731 Anderson Street of 831, 87-year-old male, psych issues.
South Coast Street, Coastal Aspect 3026, RD 186.
2 George, can I have you, 7?
6030, we have the response to Loma Rocket for 6848. 2026, negative 29, convicted James Wheelie Burns of Michigan.
Turned up DUI traffic, 9301 Tampa, the morning on the James and RD 73, James Burns.
Female black, late 20s to early 30s, hair pulled back in a bun, green sweater, and track pants, carrying a blue Marshall's bag and a black puffer jacket. So 2, incident 3333, RD 638.
25 Mary 263 en route to Imperial Wilmington.
36 on clear.
Grizzly, Golden Grizzly.
Cleaner Conway in a possible battery. Suspect 8167 Dublin Avenue. Suspect male, Armenian 50, Shortfield Inn. Call for your Navy puffer jacket, white shirt, gray sweats. Questions been 3332, RD 1502.
Okay, guys. By about 45 minutes.
Continue on your road, we're coming in. Do you have message?
I have a structure.
204-8298 access. Southbound Walmart, High Point. Truck and fire dispatch at 2013.
Engine 38 to Naughty Street and Popeyes. Suspect transient Mel 148, code straight right past code 2, let's say 3339, already 1798. Negative observation, he is second half in a third CPO, protect the party.
Can I just see your email what? I really thought it was 467
See, I am that asshole.
3201. Right, 33 and 29. Roger.
Thank you so much for sharing your special news with us.
So you was watching another streamer and you decided to come in here and update us all?
Thank you, have a good night.
Tiffany Call, Watch Rapid 614, Burns shows to be 1099 for traffic offense.
Thank you so much for spending the evening here with
Battery suspect are now at Oxford 7 is now an ambulance battery. Still code 2173306.
Please can hear me. I'm going to be clear, Kenny.
I'm not even talking data. How am I not talking data?
The one who has it here, they kind of dunked on me.
Oh yeah, it's still fine because it's Charles Smith way with the Regina system.
This is verbal only, they're 10-4. They're letting go.
Ballsy, ain't y'all me? Real ballsy out there.
Trust me.
The location. CD's no longer needed. It's in 3098.
That's when it, like, for that long, it takes a toll.
Olympic unit, citizen following 64 suspect. Western and Venice, southbound. Western from Venice. Physics, a former friend, male Hispanic, 35 years, gray beanie, brown vest, green pants, with a suitcase. School 3 incident 3341
Thanks to my cat.
Primary 07318.
Southbound side north of Los Feliz. Suspect vehicle is not seen exiting Los Feliz, so no direction from there. Approximately 10 minutes ago, the vehicle was a gray Mercedes, blank canvas, and out 0514. Information only from incident 3346.
Son of a biscuit! Don't get yourself neutered in here, son.
178. Wood Avenue. Vehicle is a white Acura, license plate 9 Charles Ocean, add-on at 620, 9 Charles Ocean, add-on at 620. We are observed three suspects, female black, one male Hispanic. Comments for additional on code 2 incident 3281 RD7.
5 years being clean.
Reacting to Donald Trump's historic election win. It's overwhelming, by the way. Check out these headlines as we look around the world. Back, comeback king. You're rehired. Just some of putting the weak lost. The magnitude of this win, not lost to our allies or enemies. Trump's first order of business in the Middle East. The Iranian regime wants him dead. He just uncovered an assassination for hire. It's said to be terrified, though, that Donald Trump is going to be back in power. One person knows all this too well. Man with a real global feel. And he knows about the global impact of Donald Trump. Murray, who spent election night at Mar-a-Lago and watched the returns come in with the president-elect. He joins me now. Douglas, great to see your reflections on the night at Mar-a-Lago before you get to the world.
It was an extraordinary night. It was the center of the world that night, and I think there was enormous confidence among the Trump carriers.
Even before the numbers went?
I spoke to somebody earlier in the evening who said polls were suggesting pretty astonishing victory. I never like to assume those things until absolutely everything's in. But by the time the Senate seats, when I was speaking there, that was when it really started to look like something very bad was happening. And I know, at the beginning, we knew by the time we all went to the convention centre, there'd be time, to have a victory speech or not, and it became perfectly clear that that was exactly what it was. It was a victory, and a victory of historic proportions. And the convention centre was unbelievable. 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. and everyone was just pulsating.
Just come back and maybe anywhere. Around the world, it's not new. We're used to President Trump when white guys, but it's not. For example, in the UK. Well, the interesting thing to me is in 2016, when Trump first won, there was this meltdown. I mean, in America, it also nobody knew what they weren't expecting it. They were briefly badly informed, and there was a lot of panicking, scrambling, hyperventilating. I think it's interesting that this time that hasn't been the case. I think that America's allies were prepared for another Trump victory. Many of them, like the left-wing government in the UK, were preferring Harris' victory, amazingly enough. But I'm struck by the fact that people have adapted this time very fast. They've been like, okay, Trump. Iran knows this affects them more than anybody else. They did not like when Trump put the screws to them, got out of the Iranian deal, enforced the sanctions. They're going to start coming. There is a reason why the Middle East has been up in flames last year, and it's because the principal backer in the region is the revolutionary government in Iraq, and they have been waging seven-fold war on Houthis in Yemen, firing Syria, firing from Lebanon, Gaza, from Iran direct. Here's the thing: when Trump was leaving office, the mullahs were begging to let the screws off, to stop the sanctions, to let them breathe, and he had them in a very good place. Biden, of course, turned the money spigots back on, and the result is war. If Iran's government didn't have the money to fund all these terror properties would dry up. So with Trump back, and no surprise to me that the regime in Tehran is trying to assassinate him. No surprise. They've tried previously on American soil to assassinate former State Pompeo, to assassinate former National Security Advisor John Bolton. They've tried to assassinate Iranian dissidents here in New York. Of course they want to assassinate Trump. He is the main enemy they have in the world. They know it because he will, I would hope, return to the policies he had before. Absolutely strangle the regime there. Allow the Israelis to do what they need to do to take out the reactors, take out the oil fields, whatever they need to do for their own security. America doesn't need to be involved, but remember, Biden and co spent the last year focused on the regime change. Where did they focus on regime change? Not in Iran, Jerusalem. They spent the last year, Schumer, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden spent the last year trying to get Benjamin Netanyahu out of power in Israel. I wish they'd focused any of their attentions on Iraq. So starting with Obama too, and lastly, what you mean for the Ukraine war? You've been on the ground there. You know how these Ukrainians have been fighting, and in my view, they are standing up for the entire West. I don't know if it's President Trump.
I think this is going to be something which is going to be hard to swallow for some of us about the Trump policies. But my view is that the Middle East situation is very clear to me what President Trump can do. He has said what he wants to stop the war in Ukraine. If we stop it at this point, there will certainly be land being given up in the final stages of agreement. That's extremely sad to me with the Ukrainian armed forces when they were retaking land that they had already invaded by the Russians. But it's not going to stop the war now. The sad fact is that Ukrainian advances over spring of last year come fruition. Sadly, as Israel is showing, if you don't win, winning is everything. And Trump almost certainly tried to put a stop to this. There could be, I wrote this in the New York Post.
Elon Musk and Trump spoke to Zelensky on Wednesday.
I wrote in the New York Post yesterday that there is a way I see the deal could be made. But there has to be a very, very strong response to Moscow, which is you did this because Biden and Harris were in America looked but not another country, and that includes not just Russia not being able to invade, but also not doing the actual election interference that the Russians have been doing recently in Moldova, in the country of Georgia and elsewhere. Now Trump is back. There is the opportunity to deter Russia again. My gosh, do they need to deter?
If he didn't need you calm, I hope he's watching you now. Douglas, great to see you. Thanks for giving us some quality time as we travel the globe. And your columns are fantastic. Coming up straight ahead. The View is mourning Kamala Harris's big loss. But they did not hold back railing against President Trump. Watch.
Black women tried to save this country again last night. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump. Uneducated white women.
Fox News contributor Tommy Larris joins me with the media moments that matter right after the break.
Anonymous available 157 Trump Boulevard, homeless hotel shelter. Victim is a 10-year-old male. Hispanic, 55 years, 390. In the room 121. Code 2 incident 3370 2189. 3080.
That's why I don't go to parties. That's why I don't go to
family coming from Alhar and you get it coming from Little Big Bride.
You know my daughter.
Roger. 458, 458, July 596. Out of town, 7842 Zephyr, 7842 Zephyr. You say 1030?
Radio, what's the caller or the
just keep on trucking.
Let's start a location for your traffic point of view. The ID is Vermont and Pacific Coast Highway 1030 5 West 79th Street. Soldier was last seen on 79th towards Vermont. The suspect was a male, 22 to 23 years, constantly wearing a black shirt. Had fastened his stomach with a knife. Additional 110-3369. Boulevard to the rear, road to parking lot. There's no sure if it's location possibly above the street. But 333
211 with a shovel. Loss is a huffy.
34 additional years. In the roster now. So we got traveling southbound and northbound. And the suspect threw a phone at her, and he's still missing. 3267.
50 years old. Beating some dude up with a shovel. Stole his BMX.
1799 Palmer Wilbur.
Boy, it's over with.
Golden Grizzly, is that you? Who's doing that?
Are you really close to your call in fire?
Hey, when I think the response to 211 on Columbus near the Little Caesars, the suspect will be a white male wearing a black hoodie, khaki pants, black jeans, green towards the suburb of
Show me out. 1600 blocks.
Patrolling is to respond. Patrolling is to respond with the altitude to identify.
These people keep looking at me.
Now they're trying to rob the Little Caesars with a knife.
Roger, you come to our advice on their route.
Your Devonshire unit, send out DUI traffic, Virginia, Winnetka, code 2, incident 3112, RD 1781. DUI traffic, 9301 Tampa at the mall, code 2, incident 3226, RD 1764.
There are two possible batteries. Suspect 8127 Goodland Avenue, incident 3332, RD 1502. Before going outside the division, identify.
2 RD 441. Central traffic for Halifax units to handle before going out the division identified.
323122.
So we're going to wait here, guys. Everyone's on the way. Everyone's on the way. We do have officers circulating. Looking for the guys.
Code 2 incident 3392, RD 1321.
12, there's no further.
Wilshire Boulevard. Suspect is a female, black, 20 to 30 years, wearing a purple sweatshirt, taking a white Krishna black Hyundai. Code sensitive 3396 RD 2038.
RA to Foothill Station. Female, approximately 22 years old. Conscious breathing, suffering from anxiety.
So the suspect tried to rob Little Caesars on Columbus.
Foothill Station, Tank 1, Roger on the RA.
West toward the 7-Eleven with a knife.
Robertson C. The victim
Welcome to Fox's Lab. I'm Jackie Vanya. Your ceasefire and hostage talks. Israel and Hamas are facing a major setback. Qatar is suspending its role as a key mediator in negotiations until both sides show serious political willingness to reach a deal. It comes amid months of frustration with the lack of progress between the two sides. As a result, Hamas's political office may have to leave Qatar. The Biden administration has been pushing for its expelled from Doha. Meanwhile, Senate says fire is supervisor. If this reportedly disaster seems to avoid Hamas outsides, it happened in Florida just after Hurricane Milton. The statement the agency says is deeply disturbed by police actions, and the incident is under investigation. A new team has been deployed to knock on the doors of people who have not been previously reached. I'm Jackie Vanya. Now back to One Nation. Enjoy.
Time now for the media moments that following the most consequential election of our lifetime. Joining me to break it all down, as she does often the hardest. This is the hardest assignment ever. The host of Tammy Larry's unallocated Tammy Larry. Tommy, how you boiled it down to three major stories. I don't envy you. Tell me what you got.
The hardest assignment is also, I have to be honest, Brian, the most fun, at least for me. I'm not so sure how our folks in the rest of the community feel, but it was a great week. I have some great comments for you. Okay, so Brian, you and I understand that Kamala did not run the best of campaigns. Now listen, to be fair, her team had an uphill battle because you can't polish a turd. However, there are friends in mainstream media that believe that Kamala ran a flawless campaign. They are flabbergasted that she got trounced the way she did. Take a look at this one.
Gray shirt, black pants, narrative gate closest to Anchorage.
I'm so proud of her. Such political skill. It is just inspiring. People who don't understand what she had to do.
After watching this incredible campaign she's run now,
the convention was a success. Her convention speech was a success, and she crushed him in the debate, and she closed stronger than he did.
Kamala Harris ran basically a flawless campaign.
It was such an extraordinarily short and abbreviated campaign.
She went everywhere on shows she should have gone on.
This is outrageous. It was awful. 107 days, everything scripted. Didn't go on any serious podcast that would have delivered any sector that you didn't have already. Never pre-thought any of her positions. Never qualified for any of her flip-flops. I cannot believe they said that with a straight face.
Brian, they thought that joy and breath and life would last, but the time ran out on Kamala. She wasn't unable to put together a cohesive campaign, and now her political career is likely over. I'll tell you this, though, Brian, on to my second media moment that matters this week. I don't know about you, but I watched the beat at the tail end of the week for the first time in a very long time, for entertainment purposes only. But I'll tell you this, I think few people forget that you, whether they knew it or not, Miley Cyrus single-handedly ended Kamala's abbreviated campaign, and they asked her if she would do anything different from Joe Biden. And remember, Brian, this was her answer.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Ouch! You gotta be kidding! How could you not have pre-thought that answer? In fact, that's a perfect layup. That was an alley-oop they just put in. Instead, she had no answer. She seemed to be Tommy caught by surprise by the question.
You know what, Brian? I think the whole slogan for Kamala's campaign could have been "Not one thing comes to mind." That was a missed opportunity not to brand that right out of the gate. But I'll tell you this: the ladies of the View, they are very, very bad at blaming any everyone and everywhere for Kamala's loss. But I think Sunny Hostin is probably the worst. Of course, she's blaming white people, she's blaming Hispanic men. They are melting down big time over there at ABC. Take a look at this and get your popcorn.
He's now the president. I'm still not going to say his name. Black women tried to save this country again last night. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump, uneducated white women. Your grocery bills are what they are because the folks that own the groceries are pigs. Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why? Misogyny. No, it's on the border.
Completely intelligent, qualified woman lost to a guy who was simulating sex with a microphone. I mean, come on, America.
There's the moment. What about post-mortem on the Republican Party?
Nobody who is struggling to make ends meet at the table and how am I going to pay this bill cares what one professor say about our economy.
What about an autopsy of the Republican Party? I don't think so. What about a highlight reel? Latinos up 7%. For white people, it may be only 1%. For black males, went up 10%. I mean, this across the board, all sectors went up, and they're saying that America basically is racist and sexist. And it's the Republicans for bringing up the fact that Democrats have to look inward.
Yes, of course, they will never look at their own party and do an actual post-mortem, which is what they need to do. You know what, Ryan? I think we also added a new one to the list. What we brought up, she also thinks that people go to grocery stores are pigs. That's just another people that the ladies of the View do not like. But as much as I enjoyed the early morning meltdowns, I also enjoyed the late night meltdowns this week. Plenty of great moments there. Here's my third selection. Let's look at the trying and the thoughts and prayers to send to Jimmy Kimmel, Colbert, and others.
You watch the show regularly. I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Well, guys, last night America decided to get back with the crazy and elect Donald Trump as the 47th president of the United States. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for seniors, for relying on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO. It was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him, and guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet. We're idiots. Nobody, all these 70 million plus who voted for him are idiots. They don't realize how stupid we are voted for him. Tommy, I know I expected something like that, not that severe. They're not even hosts. They're entertainers. Your final thoughts about our late night television.
Listen, they're going to have ratings for maybe a week or two as we watch for entertainment purposes only, because I sure enjoy it. The little tears, they are sweet and they are salty, and Merry Christmas to all of us. It's going to be a great season.
Check her out on Outkick. Tommy, thanks so much for breaking it down for us. I'm so glad I sent you that VCR and all those tapes. It has really worked out for the show. Tommy, thank you. All right, coming up straight ahead. It's not just the media. Liberal Hollywood is in the tailspin. Out of their minds over Trump's presidential victory. And Trump supporter Robert Dodd joins us next, only on One Nation.
Chavez, Coast 222, RD441.
So, rather than doing a mental illness, call 8700 Cimarron Street, code 3 and 2 and 3374, RD1223, identify.
First 31. They're now 3727 Longview Valley Road.
Hey, Dad.
Second-hand information. Let's go to incident 3438 and 3994.
My case yesterday is
23. The driver going to need a ride.
Should we run for the person, the injection? Or should we run for the person
Battery suspect 127 Goodland Avenue, incident 3332, RD202 identified. Suspect, code 23441, RD642.
Oh no. You guys see that? That's good luck right there, guys. That's good luck.
Any Southwest supervisors respond with 3834, 38 call identify.
We're closer to 31st and Panama than we are to
units at 9X6, 9X6 in North Hollywood, ambulance DUI traffic, Lancashire and running mean code 3, incident 3254, RD 1504.
Al goes over you.
366.
You guys seen it?
Certified heavy lifting. 3 watch 3 Roger, strand location.
Don't know if you guys seen it.
37 station to 8700, Cimarron Street. 37 supervisor to response to the juvenile mental illness by John.
I'm just glad that
3263 or 191.
minor to moderate, guys. The baby is breathing.
Minor to moderate on the baby that was
Incident 3445 and RD 1029.
26 Mary 5246 Holy Cross. That's going to be at Witness 60. He's going to throw another off.
They got the baby. They take the baby to the hospital.
Wilmington,
They don't want
go
no
to
police action.
3239 or 1837.
353 for injuries will be minor, no police action. Wishing from the RP medical aid can enter. Power range copy.
Wow.
80039.
We're like 9 minutes away, 9 minutes.
The police to handle.
I'm going to try to cut it down when we get on the freeway.
Roger, thank you. That's why I was checking. Detail 20 also, is there any Southeast unit that can help with that injury on Ontario and Wilmington? There are 25 American teachers requesting Southeast units for traffic control.
Please
have it call.
And within the roadway, number 1 lane, westbound Hopkins.
Per person there, I didn't know where he was going. He said, oh man, I forgot to get on the highway. Yeah, they happen.
1231, 1231, are you clear?
250, that plate has no stop.
230, 230, 230, 1231.
Go to your shoulders.
God damn. Why am I not at that phone? Because it was cross town.
Incident 3268 RD 1794.
I'm way up on the east side.
Battery Victory of the LA Library, code 205-3458 RD 2140. 15 minutes for Keystone Show. Alpha number page. The caller is not 23. They're receiving LA Library, code 205-3458 RD 2141. She's walking to the park with a knife right now.
Very quiet when I was arrested. Remember.
35, I copy. Can we try to work on the 21 for her daughter? And advise her to stay out of there.
10 for the area, 10 for the area, 21 for the daughter, just our input into the call back at the window.
It's not even a full move, guys. It is about wild.
25 Mary 5 Southeast shooters will take down for Watch 3 and respond for that additional request. Submit to advise have POT fund.
345 minutes. Hazel team in the Westfield Mall parking structure, first floor. Small 1 in 3457, 964.
motorway in the area around
One of the servers in Hollywood doing some great acting. By the way, putting his neck on the line, his career to support President Trump. When it wasn't cool to support President Trump, now it seems to be. He doesn't shy away from the backlash or succumb to the pressure from liberal Hollywood and the so-called elite. Some of the tweets, unlike the many stars, athletes who turned out, drove to support Kamala Harris, and just can't get over that. She lost both the Electoral College and the popular vote. This will be the wake-up call for Hollywood. The question is asked, and let's ask that same question to Robert Dodd. Robert, great to see it. Great acting. Number one. Number two is your thought about what changes after this. When we saw Beyonce, J-Lo, Springsteen, Willie Nelson, we don't have time to nail them all. What changes after their futile effort?
Well, anyway, thank you for having me on, Brian. Who knows what changes? Because as you saw from the Kimmel clip and the others, there seems to be a absolute disconnect. I've said this before to you in Hollywood, and it continues to be a disconnect, even when the proof is shown to them. And I can tell you this: prior to the election, I was getting a lot of messages from friends of mine in the Hollywood community saying, fascist. How can you vote for this fascist? This, that, all the others. And then I have to say some. Afterwards, when he won that night, he says, "Congratulations, he won fair and square." This was from some. Now. You can't change that culture because the media, as you know better than anyone, and many of the people out there, the media has lied about Donald Trump's reception of 2015 when he first stepped into the ring, and that has stuck for some reason. And we have to hold the respectfully look at it. I was at Mar-a-Lago that Tuesday, and it was emotional. Brian, it was like watching when I first saw the Rocky film in the 70s. The ups, the downs, the anticipation, and then the elation, and then the feeling of relief, and tear up, tear up, intelligent people, successful people, applauding and cheering, and it was that kind of vibe on it, and I don't understand why. We can't have a thing like the calumny clause back then from ancient law. The calumny clause was, let's just say CNN lies about Donald Trump. They cried a lot about Donald Trump. Well, then what happens is if it's found out not to be true, CNN has to get the punishment for these lies they're telling. And they said this narration has stuck in Hollywood, the Nazi narration, everything else. Sure. And I hope that the Hollywood community, and we have to talk to them, and we have to say to them, look, this already the world is showing from around the world. I know people around the world sending me texts that Donald Trump from Serbia, from Sweden, from Italy, from Estonia, all over Finland. They're so pleased that Donald Trump has won, and the people he's put together. I don't know how we can fix this Hollywood thing. It starts with the media. It starts with holding the line accountable and in our government. But you know the way, Robert, the media was talking a lot, saying a lot, and maybe believing what they're saying. I'm not sure, you'd have to ask them. But no one listened. You see how they closed the gap in Virginia, in New Hampshire, destroyed them in Florida. They're picking up points in popularity in California. So this was so wide a victory on so many different sects and genders and ethnicities that it has to make them think, wow, do they have the volume up when I'm speaking? It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Now we have Gavin Newsom, who's a failure. Gavin Newsom, who's a failure in California. He's an absolute abject failure. And instead of saying, hey, we got to change the course in California, he comes out now trying to do things he should have done 4 years ago, 3 years ago, because he's positioning himself for 2028 or whatever it is. Yeah, they don't understand how to turn down that rhetoric. And all those people, they have a different kind of. I don't think they're very. Brian, I don't think they're very. I'm a political junkie. I read a lot, to watch a lot. Most of the people in Hollywood are in an echo chamber. So what they hear is what's sent to them on the email, and they start to believe that propaganda.
And we're not. And the American people are in a different place now. They just have lost interest in celebrity powers. Robert, you're just saying this is who I'm voting for. You're not demanding people follow you. You're just telling people what you're doing. And thanks so much for joining us today and putting it in perspective.
Thank you. And thank the American people for waking up and letting this man, Donald Trump, and the team he's put together. I mean, this was historic, Brian, as we all know. This was the most historic moment in my lifetime. So God bless all of you. God bless America. And your show, Feel the Valor, looks fantastic. I'm going to be watching.
Yes, I'm going to be telling everyone about it. It's on Fox Nation right now. Go find out the men and women who are in Hollywood, celebrities, athletes who also went to war. Thanks so much. Appreciate you joining us. Straight ahead. Quick announcement. Amanda, stop it right there. After all, coming up on his birthday at 250. I'll be in Jacksonville, Florida, February 15th. Grab tickets, VIP opportunities there. Just go to BrianKillMe.com. It's in partnership with Fox Nation. So much more to come. The Veterans Day this weekend.
BCD for code 3, call Van 01 and Canoga, and 2146 at that.
Zulu November Hotel 7981.
Central Watch 2, Code Alpha, Central Watch 2, Code Alpha, upon completion of your call. Central Road
Hold on, I went only to activated motor later on 92, 76, you can see up to
for the hearing had run at 4630
in the rear of the parking lot, 240.
Fire 9 of 26. 2014 Fiat to a Janet Dolly out of Sherman, New York.
Thanks, they're working on the bomb over here.
Light break. Go ahead. Code system 3490 or 1138. And are you
23 instead of 3131.
So they're working on somebody right there, guys. Look like it's the mom.
MX82. M1 traffic. Check out someone there. Phone frames at 3494, 8312.
New York light.
Roger, enabled.
There's the vehicle.
975
one of the vehicles.
01978.
Bravo 210, Bravo 220 for the welfare urgent at 6301 Meadow Vista, 6301 Meadow Vista, the Telegraph Apartment.
25 Queen 26 traffic stop on 9 Charles Mary Union 90. 25 Queen 66 traffic stop 20th and grab receipt on 9 Charles Mary Union negative 090.
Possibly coming from 224 to 223. Sounds like a child possibly dealing with lineman. Lost structure fire. Back in, please. Perfectly 24 P90 for the burglary in progress. 40
Black shirt, blue jeans. Suspect is 390, weapon is a knife. Code 2, incident 349,
610, 27 current mile.
25-minute ETF
There's one car and the other car's over here.
31 FD136, Clayton and Lyman.
call 100-715 South Parkview. Christmas is 346-261. That is what they're now. Alvarado, Wilshire, Yoshinoya. Code tunes at 347-245. Call that 665-277 Corona. Transfer 348-215. Neighbor to see 321 North Vermont. Is the 3094 RD-221 Corpus Group 22.
That's the other vehicle right there.
Incident 3358 RD-261. A family dispute Bonnie Gray and 14th Street. Incident 336 RD-291. 127 Street, you don't need. Just went in effect on the second.
Can you just blow my calls?
63.
Suspect apartment 542 incident 3505
I don't know what driver it is, but there's a lady screaming pretty much said they're not good. But they look fine to me.
NBC Joe, and so your ending now?
Receive 2152, 2156.
Possibly wearing a black shirt.
I believe there was an assault.
They're fine.
Receive 2148, 2157, everything's back.
I can check. It recommended Annabelle and entry team.
Mercedes C25, 2012.
Gives you the freedom to tell your story with a professional website that reflects what you are and what you have to offer. Customize every element of your website to meet your needs and achieve your goals. Create a unique visual that enhances your product
Okay, have you heard
and amplifies your message.
anything update on this?
Expand your website with content that pushes your business forward. Share content that matters to your audience. And present it the way from the biggest ideas to the smallest details. Your website, your voice, your platform.
With injuries. Check your writers, guys. Fairfax. I'm cold out here, guys. I can't stop shaking. Fairfax and Edison. Check your writers if you guys know anybody who drives bikes. I don't know. I couldn't tell you where the baby was at, which vehicle. I couldn't tell you. It could be any of these vehicles. There's a little child over there that he's holding.
They're wearing T-shirts that say President Kamala.
I don't know who's in the ambulance.
Yeah, it's a bad week to be a Venezuelan gang member looking for a free sex change in prison. But it's a good week to be me. I've got so much money in this election that if I...
And it's big because of women and the grain.
Can you grant a unit for?
To my humble view, lights out.
The white, brown jacket, brown pants,
Keep the family in prayer, guys.
Just for the free tent.
Don't always the polls will be tight, and then he'll lose.
Harris is going to blow
That lady over there.
Shame the rest of the country, which I can do, just like Magic Mike, Chubby, or older brother, Tragic Mike. He is a comedy superstar of podcast Powerhouse, and Canadians. They're moving to Canada, which
I hope not. I hope he doesn't build a wall, but maybe he does. He's not that organized, though.
You're trying to outsource our celebrities?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to send all the ones back to him. I'd like to trade. I want my friends to do it.
Isn't it for me? Like Rick Moranis? What's even happening?
I think he was here.
Well, the only way any of these celebrities actually leave the country is if Trump was a stupid idiot. Anyway, she's a spokesperson for Turning Point USA. You can't miss her here in New York. She's the only white chick not dressed in a handmaid's costume this week. Caitlin Sinclair. Have you sobered up for your Trump victory party yet?
Oh, you mean keeping up with Kamala Harris?
funny. They're going to nominate you next. We're good. If America looks at this panel in a wide shot, okay, Rich, Caitlin, and Danny, you two look like you kidnapped her on spring break. Don't leave the resort, girls. Don't ever leave the resort. And lastly, a Philadelphia radio superstar who never got invited to a white dude's Kamala rally because alas, he's straight. Rick's the only guy on the show. I know we're on Fox News right now. Yeah, be honest. Did you watch as much MSNBC as I did?
Oh, I enjoyed every second of it. In fact, I'm wearing black tonight. For their tears and their pain and their anguish, their funeral, I'm wearing black to relate to them. I love every second of it.
I legit DVR'd more to go and played it.
I sent it to my mother-in-law. That's just another reason for her never talking to me again. So, great Thanksgiving. Let's get the turkey ready.
Well, the bad news for Democrats is Kamala lost. The good news is Deanna and Tim Walz can finally say he witnessed the massacre.
Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's ever been anything like this in this country. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. Help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly.
Yep, President Trump won big, and it's the one landslide the liberals aren't blaming on climate change. No, man. Nope, they're blaming black men, Latino men, and white women. Way to go, Caitlin.
I just say really quickly, too. Democrats need to be mature, and then they need to be honest. And then they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. It's misogyny from Hispanic men. It's misogyny from black men. Things we've all been talking about. Who do not want a woman leading them.
Latino men who, despite the utter disrespect shown by Trump and his promise to deport some of your mixed class, mixed status families, most of them voted in a 55% majority to make the deportations happen.
Black women tried to save this country again last night. 92% of black women voted for the vice president. You have Latinas in the 70 percentile voting for the vice president. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump, uneducated white women.
Now listen, I will give liberals some because they were shocked by okay, white women did take the bait on the fake abortion ban, as you know. Got the highest number of black support since Gerald Ford, going back to the 70s. And let's face it, okay, Latinos like Kamala less than birth control. Danny, I think it's hilarious that liberals keep saying Latinos voted to deport their own families, as if every Latino is here illegally. Like, how is this?
Although they might have some in-laws that they don't want.
It'd be real shitty for President Trump in 2022. Is that what you're saying? But every time they talk about it, they talk about it like they're all illegal. They're like, congratulations, you're all getting kicked out. I'm like, if they're voting, they're citizens. Not if they're Democrats.
The main thing that voted Democrat had no underlying laws.
Yeah. Now, people who are accusing the Democrats of condescending toward black, could you tell me the parts that said black men can't get an ID would talk down to people? Is that real?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shock, right? They would think that black men would go to barbershops, talk to other black men, and say, hey, you want to pay for some prisoner to get his spine chopped off? Sign me up, my tax dollars. And he's got his hair like, that's a great idea, right? Great idea. I mean, watching the football game, and that ad came on about transgender prisoner surgery. I'm thinking to myself, first of all, why don't the men just say that they're women, just go to women's place anyway? A lot more fun. And then we don't have to pay for the sex change operation.
I love it. So you got a sitcom called Orange is the New Black. Caitlin, why women dumb and racist when Kamala suck?
Okay, white women are dumb and racist. No, we're actually not weak and stupid either. Has anyone checked on Mark Cuban?
She's doing fine.
Mark Cuban was a great Trump surrogate. I really think.
So was Bill Clinton, right? All these guys are down in retirement, so I don't know. But seeing these men who go on television having full-on meltdowns, the low beta soy boys having these meltdowns. I'm sitting here like baffled because you lost the election because you act like that, because America wants alpha males, and then you're still acting like that.
You're with two alphas. You talk about man candy.
I've been having a real life. And also, America got tired of walking in eggshells for 4 years. Honestly, really, I can make jokes. Look at people because you're attractive.
Especially when it's for $7. It's going to walk in eggshells. At least lower the price a little bit. Well, it's not just the media melting down. Check out this escaped patient from a California insane asylum.
Don't think that our beloved country, America, knows what it's in for with a fascistic society and dictator. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being dramatic.
That's Kathy Griffin, and as you can see, she has not learned her lesson from Trump's first victory. She's still showing up as being The good news is now that the Democrats has taken it hard. Check out this guy.
I spoke to President-elect Trump, congratulating him on his victory, and I assured him that I direct my entire administration work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition.
Zilly, how happy is Biden? That's the most alive I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, he's the happiest guy in America. First of all, he did everything to sabotage press conferences and coming out with everybody garbage. He said, you're all garbage. Wink, wink, you know. And then he's smiling, he's happy, he's off the drugs, he's alive again. Joe Biden's alive. He gets to go to the now and say, I'm the only guy that can do it. Except that there's 10 million people that are unaccounted for who somehow voted in the last election. I guess they were dead then and they're probably still dead now.
So you don't know. We don't know. I'm just amazed when you watch the video. Normally, you know, the Easter Bunny standing by to interrupt him if he goes off message. That was the first rapid-fire video shot in 3 years. It's really funny, though, how the media is blaming Biden for staying in the race too long. But they were the ones who hid his dementia and let him stay in.
They have to go somewhere right now. They're desperate. It was first misogyny or racism. That's why they lost the election. And then they went to, Kamala had a 100-day campaign. And what did you do with that campaign? Oh no, a man with a bilateral limp wrist and paying people to come work at rallies. And election is shocking. Joe Biden could not be more mad though. And then remember Joe Biden on election day when she wore out full out pantsuit, Jimmy. Come on, pantsuit. No way she looked prepared.
Oh no, yeah, Joe got it that night. Bear called the victory. She poked him with a stick. She's like, swallow this pillow. Danny, I know Kathy Griffin, your media pro.
Oh, yeah. No. Was that a reposted video from 2016? I'm just going to repost the one. Same message.
What's something about the meltdown was in 2016, everybody was doing it, and it was obviously absurd because it was an manufactured hysteria. But there's only a few people still doing it. So they look like, you know, in the movie, I'm going to get you sucker, and get kids out of jail wearing what was cool when he went to jail. But it's not cool anymore. Like they were clinically insane, like patently insane. But let me move on, because like all fascist dictators, President Trump wasted no time in announcing he was throwing a giant party the whole country was invited to. Look.
3 years from now, the United States will celebrate the biggest and most important milestone in our country's history. 250 years of American independence. What a great country. We have to keep it that way. But that's why, as a nation, we should be preparing for a most spectacular birthday party. We want to make it the best of all time.
So that video is actually from 2003, and it got retweeted again this week. So factually, from 2023. So factually, though, America is 250 years old in next year, or as Mitch McConnell calls it, a spring chicken. The president-elect is basically saying, you know, we're going to celebrate all cultures, which is clearly a nod to Nazi Germany.
Obviously, that's what meant. No, I think it's going to be similar to Don Year's party on the rooftop of Trump Tower.
That's such a funny story. I heard that on Andrew's podcast. It's really funny. He always says there's going to be exhibits that highlight the culture of every state. So what are you more excited to take his kids to? Seattle heroin tent or the California drag queen nuts?
I think Jersey Taylor Hampton. We call it down in South Jersey. By the way, thanks to all the Latinos who voted for him, it's going to be a giant pinata. The biggest pinata you've ever seen. The greatest pinata you've ever seen. It's going to be amazing. Well, maybe pinata's great. You know what I mean? Actually, maybe the lefties can just get their anger out by eating the pinata.
All right, so Danny, give me that. State fair, carnival, dunk tests. Now you pay money, throw a ball and dunk a guy in the water who's insulting you.
Of course.
How much money could Trump pay if he was the guy who did a Trump tank?
Trump tank would be a good one, but you know they're doing it in Iowa, right? That's what you're saying. So they're doing Ann Seltzer dunk tank. From all over the country will come in.
Because all the points will be off by 16.
That's why the special day for the women of the view, I think.
All the rods are falling down because balls are on the state fair. Bill, the first one again. The good news is the president will be returning to a relatively stable country. I mean, once you get past the water crisis, the housing crisis, the inflation crisis, the climate crisis, there's really nothing to work on aside from those radioactive monkeys escaping out of Carolina. So there's a true story. We got 44 monkeys that escaped the land this year. Only one of the monkeys has been captured. Danny, I'll start with you. Okay. The animals are clearly revolted because this peanut squirrel is
Absolutely. Yeah. This is
some type of retribution.
I think so. I think they're coming from, what was it, the DC or whatever, the department that went.
Somebody's going down.
Oh, yeah. You're the head of that. You're going to wake up and you're going to hear little claw marks on the window. I have to get it to New York.
That's the most New York thing of all. They're going to get here and I'm not going to be able to find parking. Yeah, the monkeys got towed. They're over the Gap Center. This is actually their theory. The monkeys are upset because Democrats want them to start a children's movie line in various stores. I don't know that she would be escaping the lab per se, but if people could escape the view, they would. Zilli, do you agree with President Trump's offer to bring the migrants from Springfield to the monkeys?
I'll tell you something else too, which is really amazing, is that Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon, they were the Lexington Concord of our generation. I'll tell you why. The libertarians were like, oh, what the F? They shot the squirrel. They had a squirrel like squat. And they held that guy for 5 hours over a freaking pet squirrel. I'm telling you, libertarians like that's it. That's what happened. That was it. That was a November surprise.
I don't know. Anyway, we got to thank Law and Order Peanut. Half the kids in this country have a peanut allergy. But seriously, once you get past the escaped monkeys, dead pet squirrels, and the media meltdown, country's actually in a joyous mood. Even here in Little New York, the passenger at the LaGuardia Airport raising
Further raccoon.
Yeah, it's a raccoon falling out of the roof, which is just a shocking video until you realize it's next to the Spirit Airlines gate. At which point, it's not even a top 5 weirdest thing that they have. Because people at home, that is a female raccoon falling to the ground, breaking some glass, which landed, which is crazy, but I played the cheer up liberal because at least one female broke a glass ceiling. Found to deport violent criminals. When we come back, we'll tell you which celebrity show goes to. It's fantasy deportation camp right around the corner.
Yes.
Advil liquid gel is faster and stronger than Tylenol rapid release gel. Also for that, Advil targeted liquid will only top 34 powered for fighting illness. That's called working contact lasts up to 8 hours.
justify saving someone else's cameras.
Most obvious culprit is all the cameras. America has as many surveillance cameras per person as communist China. Police departments from New York to LA are combining these cameras with facial recognition technology to track everything. You're also giving away your personal information about where you are, what you like, even about your mental health, without stereotyping. Every click you purchase and like is harvested and sold for profit by data brokers, feeding a growing digital advertising market that is close to $1 trillion in value. Even your car tire sensors allow you to be tracked. Byron Taylor, author of Years of Control.
It's very, very difficult to escape just one time.
It's been called surveillance capitalism. Your data is also being sold to the police and the federal government. Products called phone reviews allows police to create what are called patterns of life on a person without a warrant. It has also continued to use a backdoor in the foreign intelligence surveillance advising to spy on Americans, which is supposed to be illegal. But what really bothers Dave Moss, the director of investigations at the Electronic Frontier Foundation, are all the license plate readers used by police.
It's represented to the public in such a way that the patch is a game changer. No creams, no pills, no wires. So patches reusable readers are there's a real picture of your car. Whether it's digitized the license plate as well as other items, this bumper sticker can color light model here, whether when I image your best friend and everyone that's essential for first time join the hundreds of thousands who sit down at a computer and type in your license plate. It's everywhere by going to our website. If you're thinking about buying, it means you need one. You have nothing to lose, I promise.
The patch works. He said it was a license restraint.
Try using Ashmore for horseback. Medium DSM 66 ashwagandha, an amazing ashwagandha helps reduce stress and anxiety, and more. Life doesn't have to be so hard. Rush to Walmart for using ashwagandha for horseback.
University study found that data brokers are also selling lists of people with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and PTSD, all harvested from medical apps and websites. Constitutional attorney John Whitehead says this is all a clear violation of the Constitution's ban on unreasonable searches and seizures.
To the show, right? That's a Trump rally. He can't get no
Surveillance of Americans is an issue that should unite both the political right and left, because we're all facing an important constitutional protection.
Went to a country illegally, which is ironic, because most times when you're arriving in New York, they already got deported. If you care for something like surveillance is going to down you.
We asked the FBI if it's still buying the data of Americans. It did not respond. The question is, can Americans roll back the surveillance state when data harvesting is now such a large part of the economy? So little is being done to stop it. The issue has been raised on Capitol Hill, but a new law this year only protects Americans' data from being sold somewhere else. Consumers don't realize that most of the apps on their phone are trying to gather data to be sold. They're granting apps location permission. These are encrypted messaging services and search engines that promise not to track you. You can also be on your phone's app advertising ad, which can be used to attract maximum hits and buy services that remove ads from the marketplace. Suitability fundamentally determines privacy in America, however. Experts say Americans are going to have to demand more change from Washington.
Account is deleted now, but she's still in business. She led the league in racist migrant tweets. You think the groceries are expensive now? You can't get rid of the fruit. Who's going to cut your lawn? Reports it. And stop. Okay, give it a minute.
Okay, so guys, I think this is more the ultimate farewell, right? Hear me out. The worst, most obnoxious Democrats are all flying on a private jet, drinking $20 lattes, complaining about how the farmers market anymore. Leonardo DiCaprio is powering the jet by recycled Corpus. We have Cher, who is going to Mars. They all fly together.
We're going to crash the plane. We're all sitting there like, where's this? We're all trying to get out of the frame in case that's the problem. In this terrible viral moment.
Do you share blocking on Twitter? I am She did a great job educating the troops in World War II. I just blocked her.
I've got that in my life. On your dating app.
He's got to take advantage. In a relationship. Who would get deported without crashing a plane full of celebrities?
There's going to be no plane. I want to, by the way, thank you for not saying you said no to Canada. As obviously being from Canada, I don't want all these dress getting set up.
In connection with promoting the God Bless USA Bible. This Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents of the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day very hard to keep Americans protected. Also the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance.
I think we just need to get him away from America for his own sake.
It's not healthy for him.
Very important to me.
Slow motion train wreck that's going on for like 10 years right now. It's just hard to watch.
Yeah, it's a lot for me. But I feel better about myself.
To lose those rights. It's happening all the time. It's a very sad thing that's going on in our country, but we're going to get it turned around. Religion and Christianity is the biggest thing that's missing from this country. I truly believe that we need to bring them back. We have to bring them back. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going home. We've lost religion in our country. Americans need a Bible in their homes.
They spent $1 billion. There's still $20 million in debt. And they had no strategy other than we're telling companies to sit there to turn the compliments and speak into existence. So there's a scale. So I would say that, okay, or I would say do dumb things. He's going through a lot right now and deploy the anointing. Have you seen her on Twitter?
Christians are under siege. They must protect content that is of God. We love God. We have to protect anything that is pro-God. We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to bring Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. Our founding fathers
Still not confident about what she carbide? Nope. Why not ask the most confident person you know?
Is now our nation is under attack, perhaps as never before. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must Make America pay, pray, get educated, get motivated, stand with me and the legions of Americans asking God to bless our great nation, to bring our great nation back, and to make America great again.
It could put a pandemic on us. Then I talked to my doctor about breastfeeding, and I noticed things changed. Breastfeeding had a breathing regimen. Starting within 5 minutes, my lungs
get a copy of God Bless
breastfeeding also helped improve my symptoms. It was even proven to reduce flares, including those that sent me to the hospital. Now I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breastfeed won't replace a rescue for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastfeed more than prescribed. Breastfeed may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if forcing breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye bleeding. Can't afford your medication? Ask for Zeneca and Amy to help.
Ask your doctor about breastfeed for COPD.
Innovation in healthcare means nothing. No one can afford it. At everything, we're helping to unlock victories. Using our 35-plus years of pharmacy management experience to save businesses billions while boosting medication adherence. Helping plan sponsors and their members be their best. That's wonder made possible. Ever North Health Systems.
When I started Harassment, I had one phrase: provide a higher standard of care. Safe, reliable, nurse-led care, right in people's homes.
Hundreds of thousands of people.
That's been my goal for 20 years, and it always will be. Now, local agencies are looking for experienced nurses and caregivers who have the passion it takes to deliver that higher standard of care.
This is a major defeat for the outgoing administration. The reason why this was brought in front of a judge to begin with is because a dozen Republican states supported the program. Florida now the judge, American President-elect Donald Trump ruled that the program known as Keeping Families Together violated immigration law. Which is why over 90% of customers would recommend some for the program. Other regions in the country is much higher than that. The program would give work permits and deportation protection to undocumented immigrants who are married to their citizens and have lived in the United States for less than 10 years without committing serious crimes. The policy will also allow these immigrants to apply for permanent residency, also known as a green card, without fostering after 10 years. After 3 years, green card equals entry to U.S. citizens can apply for citizenship. While the Justice Department can still appeal Thursday's ruling, the Trump administration has vowed to dismantle Biden's immigration policy. Throughout the day today, we do expect to get more reaction to this decision. I'm live in Miami, Morgan
That's the tracks in my ear, like Smokey Robinson. Legend has me inspired to cry while watching late night comedy after Trump's re-election. Yeah, there was a time when late night
Harris's campaign has ended in financial turmoil, despite raising over $1 billion. The campaign has reportedly finished at least $20 million. Harris's campaign is now $20 million in debt after raising over $1 billion and still having $118 million in the bank as of October 16th. FHA filings confirmed that Harris' campaign had a total of more than $1 million raised, spending approximately $900 million of it by mid-October. But 3 weeks later, even that $100 million left over was dried up and then some. In contrast, Harris raised twice as much as Trump. FHA filings show Trump's campaign raised more than $400 million and still held a cash reserve of $36 million. Breitbart was also spoke with Senate sources inside Harris' campaign, who confirmed they were now $20 million in debt, largely pointing blame at campaign chair Jill Mountain Dillon. A campaign staffer told Breitbart
People didn't like political terms. Many people on the campaign felt that there was because Kamala wasn't allowed to run her campaign. They were running Joe Biden's campaign instead of a Kamala campaign. Obnoxious and very much a gatekeeper and interfering with the vice president's people who were trying to do their job. Inside the campaign, staff were reportedly unhappy with the handling of finances, with some still allegedly waiting on overage payments for their work. Where did the $1 billion go? A large portion on advertising, nearly $700 million, according to the ad tracking company Ad Impact. A six-figure ad blitz on TV was spent on flying banners over 4 NFL games in swing states, according to the New York Times. In November, in the final days leading to the election, the campaign spent nearly $500 million a day to have ads displayed on the Las Vegas Sphere, a swing state in Nevada, according to The Guardian. Campaign staffers who spoke to Breitbart also attribute the drain of dollars on high-profile concerts featuring singers like Katy Perry, Brazil, and Brad Pitt. The staffers say that was Joe Biden's idea. According to the staffers, Breitbart spokesman, faced with $20 million in debt, Harris's deputy campaign manager has reportedly been shocking Harris's fundraising email list to anyone willing to pay in efforts to reach the Democratic goals. Thanks for watching our news update. For more stories about what to do, download the Straight Arrow News mobile app or visit us online at SAN.
They're united people. Okay, it's common culture where we put our differences aside and laugh at the end of the day. But above all else, it's self-aware. Sure. Like if you were on TV and said Kamala Harris is going to win and she lost by that much, you should be worried about making fun of yourself.
Yeah, also there's a point to comedy to make people laugh. There's a specific point. The most ironic thing that Colbert said there is, which I don't think is kind of self-owned, is that if you watch the show regularly, something wrong. Yeah, there is. You watch Colbert regularly. Don't if you're a regular Colbert watcher.
But that's where like they are like kind of derelict in their duty. It's like, yo, first and foremost, 72% of Americans thought the country was headed in the wrong direction. So the idea that you're this upset, this is like the equivalent of being mad that your wife fired Casey Anthony as the babysitter. It's a good day. It's actually a good day. It's 72% of us just go the wrong way. Shouldn't be upbeat. But doesn't that show how out of touch these comedians and their quotes are with their audiences and the American people? And why, you used to like watch them to relax at night and go to bed. Now there's no difference between them and MSNBC. I mean, if you combine their ratings, it's still as high as that's how elected-year-olds are. And it's so ridiculously anti-Trump that why there's a the truth of the matter is that we are counterculture now. Trump is counterculture. Think about it. It's almost mainstream now. That's my problem. He wins the time, but what they don't get now is the band is now playing arenas again. He won by so much. He won the popular vote. This ain't niche anymore. You go to these parties. These are big bashes.
Yeah, I feel bad for the libtards of late night. And I think the writers here, I don't know, I took this as they were saying, we got nothing, go out there and cry. We got nothing. This reminds me of that friend that promised is so over her head. And that's all she talks about. It's like, yeah. Like, you see people there, you think people sitting on the floor, eating ice cream out of his house, pulling up Trump's Twitter, like,
There's this self-righteous Kimmel saying, it was a man, even for the people who voted for him. Dude, the groceries were 30% cheaper. The water was cheaper. He was calling for the
He is absolutely paying legal protection money. He's going to be canceled in 2 seconds because of the man. He wore blackface just about every episode. They had guns on trampolines. You can't survive in Hollywood right now, okay, if that's your take. So he comes out every night and he gives some guy like a little tribute to the mob movie. He gives him a little taste. And he has to do 20 minutes on Trump's the devil, like in his ride before he gets to tell jokes, which I assume happened in the E block.
Everyone he did in the back, KKK guys, it's all erased from the history. And it's just anti-Trump now. And he doesn't want to hang out with because they just turned like a never happened. But that's when they jumped on a trampoline. But that's self-aware people would either acknowledge that and make fun of themselves for having poor judgment. They'll look at surfing again. The word judgment showed with women since the man show. And you showed the people owning it. And honestly, any self-respecting media pounding the left. They totally managed to have it. Okay. Then they took it a step further. They based their whole election strategy on convincing dads to vote for their daughters' abortion rights. Imagine going into a Republican region and being like, hey, vote for me so some guy can have unprotected sex with your daughter.
This is the second time I'm hearing this.
Sex strike. We'll tell you how to score with one
So what are you
Great question. Like everything, it takes a little plan. Or put them into a dump. Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors to Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track when you're planning for the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management. This is how Aging One works to upgrade your health routine. By combining many quality ingredients into something easier than this. Those mix and match supplements replaced. That complicated health routine simplified. One scoop makes high quality nutrition simple every day. It's time to get foundational nutrition at tradeaging1.com.
Your neighbors just paid an enormous amount for a new roof, but it didn't happen, and neither did you. Because this roof match can add years of warranty. $20,000 or more for a new roof, or as low as $35 a month for roof match. You decide. Any roof more than 7 years old should be a roof match. Turn it up and treat it. And the best part, we'll extend the life of your roof up to 15 years. Call now and we'll give you our $859 roof tune-up for free with your roof match treatment.
I recognize myself here. I created how am I feeling? Stop suffering from the more than 600,000 people regained their confidence with using prescription treatments. In the first 2 weeks, I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, find the real
This is a big team. Well, you've got a military first responder from a service background. That's John Cobb. Visible distance, thousands of targets. Brands like Oakley, Vortex Optics, Go check out GovX.com today and access the benefits you've earned. GovX. Save it for those who serve.
But as soon as the aging
This is Boost Rock. Boost has 95% pure, lightweight, completely recyclable. It's for all natural respiratory support, no prescription needed. Boost is for performance. It's for results. Altitude, feeling good, mental clarity, just feeling better. Available now. On Amazon and at major retailers nationwide.
There's some things you can get with any sports.
But the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of. You only get that here. It's affordable, going and basis. They know how to treat you right. Good job, Skip.
Bonus bets, exclusive offers, real world rewards. BetMGM. Download it today.
One thing that affects our health and asking, me rose us. They contain some mineral and diet. This is all the risk plastic. See us about our right brain and drug that inspires us.
Local plants were keeping me up at night, so then I tried some magnesium plus calcium supplement that helps relax stem cells. So I was comfortable. And Slowman tablets are the slow release formula that's gentle on the stomach. That's why I use
Some of the most sensitive podcasts. Okay, as frequent sex clubs as part of your research. Kind of dials up the change sexuality, like Republicans dressing up in like Halloween outfits or anything weird like that. Democrats do January 6th. What's going on there?
I think it's totally possible because I think there's so much repression in politics on your side. You have to present this vision of yourself exactly how you want society to see it. So anytime part of you is repressed, the other side of you gets so much care.
Does that also mean that like some of the crazy stuff going on with the FBI?
Possibly.
So are like people purchasing sex clubs, like when someone gets walking around with a dog leash, do they then point out there or arrest you?
I could see it.
Scraps will ask some questions.
Shout out to Greg with it. That's a clip. I've actually played that before, and I had to bring it back because I got off of Corpus for a minute.
Instead of taking things
There was a high-brow moment in this show. The woman of the night, like picking up her business, as the women of the left are reportedly going on a sex strike. Let me read this. As liberal chicks are upset with Trump victims, they're said to be following in the footsteps of South Korea's 4Me movement, which saw those women protest the election conservative leader by vowing to sustain sex-dating marriage and having children. Now that's a tricky situation because like South Korea, half the liberal women here are men. But either way, it is an odd way to show your support for Kamala Harris, a woman accused of sleeping her way to the middle. Let's talk about this panel. First of all, I'm embarrassed for the women in this country right now. If for no other reason, then there are oppressed women around the world. Like they're modeling after South Korea, not North Korea. They're starving, working in a labor camp right now. Are you embarrassed for the women, or am I not getting it? On the TikTok chicks? Yeah.
So shaving their head and protesting the election result. Why don't these women start shaving their head?
Agent Hacker had valid reasons for seeking sex.
You're basically saying, because I saw this video, and a lot of us watched it, we were like, is that what you're doing with you? It's like me saying, I'm not going to play the NBA, I'm going to boycott the just eradicate the rules they just don't appropriate anymore. It seems like they just don't reproduce anymore. You want to talk with Ron out of it? Where does this go?
I actually don't want to talk with Ron because these women are absolutely today. You know there's so many guys who are just dodging such a bullet right now. Some guy would be like, oh, maybe I'm going to get her and just start shaving off her head on TikTok. So I think it's a good thing. I think this is just natural. This is dark.
Yeah, because it's a truth story. It's like even if you were attracted to one of those girls, you take her out to dinner, and now you're getting yelled at for ordering steak and you need murder. You know what? I'm going to get
I think this is the most underrated positive coming out of this election. The positive is that conservative men marry conservative women, and we all have more babies.
The world was attacking. I did it in 2004 Republican convention. She dressed up as a skeleton and laid on the street with a cigarette. And I said, I have a feeling it's not in my bucket. That instinct, and I circled back with all of her crazy ideas. You did kind of just lay out the groundwork for a mad date. They'd be running it.
Yeah. Why is everyone looking at
No, it was a good idea. You could actually, like, you could have like a January 6th dating out. It's coming from the people, number one, who are going to be fine. If you're a Hollywood celebrity, Stephen O'Leary, Jimmy Kimmel, number one, you're fine. Number two, you know who else is fine? All those people, because none of their rights are going. They didn't run on, we're taking away women's rights. They didn't run on ban abortion, nor could they ban abortion, because there's nothing going on at the federal level. It's a state's issue. So this is all a performative victim. And that's why the left lost the country. It's because people in positions of privilege were trotting themselves out there to tell you they were oppressed and demonized. They did that with Obama. They do it at every convention. John Legend comes in and sings Glory from Selma. Phenomenal movie, phenomenal applause. But when he sings one day, you know, our ship will sail. I'm like, you live in a $40 million ship will exactly. Comes out and says, you know, to the brothers, and then goes back to Martha's Vineyard, the whitest place in America. All these people are being so much money. The Percy came out and said the Democrat Party lost working class voters. Working class voters, they abandoned that organization, they abandoned the Democrat Party. It makes sense. It's the faculty elite. Yeah, that's what it is. They lost the working class. Yeah. Trump was hanging out with steelworkers and having the election. And Kamala Harris was a hardway in Philadelphia with Oprah and Ricky Martin. By the way, I didn't know Ricky Martin was still a thing. That's a thing. That's a thing. Check that out. She's been Oprah on her hardway. See what I mean? I love it. Right there? Yeah. He's hanging out with the working class. She's hanging out with the working class. The election is over, so what happens to the main players? Find out it's the final edition of Crystal Ball.
Smith also agreed to the fact that they needed more training. Honestly, training or no training, that's no way to treat someone, let alone a fellow law enforcement. It's a great example of ego and how ego gets in the way of common sense. It also shows how sometimes police can take literally anything you say or do and turn it against you. Oh, and if you don't say anything, you're being uncooperative, and that's also grounds for suspicion. Fortunately, despite what can only be characterized as disrespect and negligence from the officers, the agent did not sustain any significant injuries. However, the same cannot be said for ATF Agent Burke. He was subjected to such mistreatment by the police that he found it necessary to file a lawsuit against them. On July 7, 2020, Agent James Burke, a 16-year veteran of the ATF, was dispatched to a home on the 3300 block of Edgebrook Drive near Dublin to confiscate a shotgun from a resident who was not permitted to have a firearm. But instead of letting him in, they closed the door in his face and called 911. Ruling Burke's phone to the dispatcher. In Burke's mind, it was no big deal because he was free to use his verification process. What happened next was not only shocking to Burke, but to anyone who was watching this video.
Hey, turn around, let me see your hands. Turn around, let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
Sensing extreme aggression from the officer, Burke outright refused to follow his orders to drop to the ground, seemingly determined to challenge the police's authority to frisk him for weapons. I'm a federal agent. I don't need to obey orders from the local police, he must thought. But if that were the case, it would mean that any criminal could easily lie and say they're a federal agent to avoid doing what the police say. Even if Burke didn't seem dangerous, he should have just done what police told him politely so they could quickly understand what was happening. Naturally, things escalated.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward. Get on the ground. We'll figure it out. I'm not overreacting. We got a call that someone's impersonating a police officer out here and doesn't have ID. Kidding, because she doesn't want to. Okay, get on the ground so I can find out who you are. Okay, fine. Do you find I think I'm a police officer, son? What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are? Get on the ground! I'm not kidding. I got my ID. Do not reach for your blade!
Despite Burke's best efforts to prove his identity to the officer continued to remain hostile and keep his gun drawn. Once the second officer arrived, the situation took a turn for the worse. They had no choice but to comply with the officer's demands. The officers kept their firearms drawn and put him out for 90 seconds before they very aggressively placed him under arrest.
You got my ID right in left pocket. Left? Do not resist. I'm not resisting. You're acting like a moron. Wait a second. Wait a second. Don't do this. Wait a second. I got a medical condition. Get my license out of here. We'll get you squared up. Please. Don't move. I'm not resisting. Please get my license. Stop resisting. My license, please. Please get it. I got one cup on. Get up. Hold me up. 35 and 8 Sir, stop resisting now.
Wait, the show isn't over. Apart from showing family aggression, these cops left no stone unturned in bullying Burke. During the forcible arrest, they repeatedly used a taser on him despite him being face down on the ground and not putting up any resistance.
Don't make me tase you! Get him cuffed!
Burke continued to tell the officers that he was a legit ATF agent out on a case and his ID was in his pocket. Regardless of the confirmation, the officer continued with the arrest and put him in the back of the patrol vehicle.
Why would you make us do this? I didn't want to. I wanted to. Wait, no, you knew what you were doing. Sir, calm down. Relax. Get in the car. Sir, wait. You had your chance. No, I was trying to give you my crutch. You didn't let me show it to you. I did. Get in the car. Wait, now. Okay, so let me get air to breathe. I have a medical. We're going to get air to breathe. Get your license. Get your license. We're going to the store.
Into the vehicle, ignoring all his queries and explanations regarding his medical condition.
Sir, please come in. I'm asking for an For crying out loud, you're a cop. No! The seatbelt's in place! Please! Why would you act like this? I didn't act anymore! If you are a real police officer, you ought to be ashamed of yourself! I'm trying to give you my crutch!
After about an hour, Burke was released without any charges. Later, Burke decided to file a civil lawsuit against the Columbus Police Department and the two officers involved in the incident, accusing them of use of excessive force and unlawful arrest. He was also aware that trauma had such an impact on Burke on both physical and psychological levels that he has since moved to an administrative role in the ATF instead of field work. Our thoughts on the matter? Well, as evidence from the footage, without a shadow of a doubt, the officer's behavior is anything but constitutional in this case, and screams of aggression. But to give them a little benefit of the doubt, honestly, both parties involved are guilty to some extent, and Burke could have easily handled the entire altercation much more maturely by just agreeing to just surrender peacefully in the first place. For sure, a lot of drama. Speaking of drama, get ready for the next one, as it's full. Though the man involved here is not from the FBI, he does have an excellent understanding of the law and is here to show how foolish and corrupt these cops can be. Mac Proctor, this guy, was parked in a private parking lot, patiently waiting for his takeout order while he is also on his delivery driver lift. Although his vehicle wasn't in an official parking spot, it wasn't obstructing traffic, and Mac had briefly left it unattended for about 2 minutes in order to pick up his food. Upon returning to his vehicle, a police officer approached him and claimed he was breaking parking regulations.
27 when ready.
Do I need to answer any of the questions? Okay. Can you go ahead and finish your job so I can carry on? I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I just want you to go ahead and wrap things up.
It seems like this officer named Diego Hernandez is getting a kick out of the situation and just simply wants to flex his power. It is true that in most cases involving cops, citizens get intimidated and reel back, giving a psychological upper hand to cops, with this cop thinking they have all the power in the world and are in complete control of the situation. So it's no surprise that Hernandez here is taken aback by Mac's composure and his intelligent know-how of the related law. Mac knows that he has the absolute right to remain silent in response to the officer's inquiries, especially those that have no relevance to any criminal proceedings.
You're not giving me a break. You're harassing me. I'd like to leave. May I leave now, please?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right. So do you understand why I stopped you?
Do I need to answer any more of your questions?
Suspect is trying to assault the officer with a dog. It's 3722 or
Hernandez sure has a lot of time on his hands if he is willing to do this all day. Mr. Server Text, don't you have bigger priorities than actually stopping people from this bad problem? This proves that the judge incorrectly. He does like to flex his power and bully people.
I'd like to leave. May I leave now, please?
To come out tomorrow night? You guys want me to come out? Mr. Brocker, with the gas?
Do I need to answer any more of your questions?
How's that?
Additional PR.
Didn't you say a while back that he was detaining Mac? Jesus Christ. Make up your mind already, officer.
I'm not the one that's acting this way, okay? I'm just asking you to do, I'm trying to give you a break here, right?
I prefer you just write me the parking ticket and let me go.
Hernandez proceeds to complete the process and comes back again giving excuses like they have to wait for another guy to come and write the ticket. Having nothing else better to do, the officer tried to have one final crack at Mac.
Hopefully I'm not keeping you from anything, am I?
There's ear right here. I don't know if it's that ear or if it's your face.
Out to the station.
That's
updated to 3650
If we read the code, you want to plug.
Do I need to answer your questions?
I'm just trying to see about the well-being. Something wrong?
Do I need to answer any of your questions?
Something wrong?
Do I need to answer any of your questions?
You don't have to talk to me. I'm just concerned about your well-being. That's all I'm saying.
Roger.
I've not been hostile.
Oh,
usually we don't get people wanting to take it.
What's your name?
Brittany.
I have to really give it to Mac for displaying such calm and collected demeanor, while Officer Hernandez bombarded him with all those irritating and nonsensical questions.
What do I need to do for you to hand me my documents so I can leave? What do I need to do for you to hand me my documents so I can be on my way? I don't need to answer any of your questions.
This is a guy seriously getting on my nerves. What is he, 12?
You're trying to display your power to me. You have no reason to be concerned about me. You can hand me my documents and I can be on my way, or we can...
So, okay, so if I hand you stuff, you'll be fine and taken off and you're not angry, right? Becca, you have a card?
Ever-wise Mac. Realizing he is not going to win this battle of wits or the law, the officer had no options but to let him go.
Well, I'm taking a chance on you right here. Mr. Proctor, you got everything's clear, right?
My friend, are you going? Could you please step away from the vehicle?
Mac was eventually allowed to go without any further problems. However, this whole incident raises some concerning questions. Why did he encounter additional issues just for exercising the Fifth Amendment? Moreover, it's quite strange this interaction occurred at all. If Officer Hernandez had noticed Max obstructing traffic, wouldn't it be a wise thing to just request him? But no, he had to show coordination and capability. Kudos for Matt for not detaining him and showing him the door, as he rightfully deserved. Not to mention the fact that this whole incident just proves to how important it is to never landing. How important is it? It's playing out in the next case where a bunch of cops arrested an ex-FBI security contractor solely for the reason that he just didn't build a law.
Alright, before we get to some news stories,
These leftovers, right? Read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them. So they suck. We'll tape Joe Maggie's eyes open and force him to watch Jimmy Kimmel. Lefty meltdowns continue, with dozens of Kamala supporters pledging to never have sex with conservatives. Trump supporters are calling him a
it's advisable to learn as soon as it's safe to do so, prioritizing safety.
In response to these liberal women denying men sex, one man felt the use
unsafe or you're unsure whether the vehicle behind you is a genuine police car, you can activate your This is not the end of the cop's
Susie Wiles becomes the first female chief of staff in U.S. history. And unlike a lot of Biden's female appointees, she has no real woman. So Googling how to move to Canada has become a popular search with liberals, along with how do I find someone to bang my wife.
Detailed questions, attempting to discover evidence or information that could potentially incriminate the case.
Democrat strategist James Carville was stunned by Trump's re-election, saying, quote, "I'm in a very dark tunnel right now." You know, as opposed to his usual tunnel where he stores his food pellets and larvae. NBC Smith told The View he could see Donald Trump's victory from a mile away. It's the same thing he said about Joe Biden. As a result of Trump's victory, Dow Jones surged 1,500 points this week. Nancy Pelosi needs so much money, she put a down payment on it. Pop star Madonna ate a cake that said Trump. Meanwhile, Chris Christie ate a cake that said Trump.
This doesn't prevent them from going too far and exceeding their authority by searching the agent without obtaining his consent.
Richard Gere, the actor, sold his Connecticut home for $11 million after revealing that he's lingering with diabetes stage.
Which safeguard against unjustified searches and seizures.
And don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. It'll wake the Germans.
I got something to do.
It's gonna be on his tombstone. What's he gonna do? Rachel Maddow is being mocked for warning the U.S. that it was headed for an autocratic government. She's also being mocked for her startling resemblance to Hawaii Detective Steve McGarrett.
without proper
These officers are obviously displeased that the agent has response for
Earlier this week, President Biden called Donald Trump to congratulate him on the situation. He also apologized for the stains in the Lincoln bedrooms, the situation in the Oval Office, and most of the West Wing. Later this month, McDonald's is back to make ribs at select locations.
They do not, and I repeat,
it's not exactly a Harris victory, but it's close, said one woman.
In this situation. Therefore, going into his pockets.
According to your study, the secret to better sex is a full night's sleep. So that's why Mike had to be smiling.
As the incident it's essential to
Finally, according to a new study, having fewer friends could actually be better for your health. In a related story, Debbie's life expectancy just doubled. So just 10 days ago, Trump's campaign was supposed to crash the media told us that a joke by the comic would destroy any chance of Trump getting the tuna voted. They claimed that the comic was a spook, and that at the 8 or so hours at Madison Square Garden, he was the only one. Then he waited breathlessly for millions of Latinos to buy their vote. What happened? Well, on Tuesday, President Trump got 46% of Latino voters, the biggest share by Republicans in modern times.
Catch you in the next
He died in 2009. It was, in its purest form, the death of fake news, the collapse of brainwash. For some reason, what usually worked before fell on deaf ears, which makes us wonder, how did this propaganda not work on millions of Americans, even as the media industrial complex orchestrated its typical fury? It was as if the population was vaccinated against a virus that the elites had no immunity for. Call it a hoax, a drug against brain rot, and it worked. Because this time around, the world...
David, we were up over at Knott's Berry Farm, looked out the window, and what do you have? Another pursuit. This is eastbound 91 freeway, just past the 5 freeway. Unclear which agency is pursuing this vehicle. Right now, he's going so fast, there's nobody right behind him. And very erratic driving, getting off of the 91 freeway. It's a black Honda Civic. The driver's side window rolled down. Apparently, this was an attempted traffic stop. As I mentioned, unclear which agency and who is pursuing here, or if this is technically still in pursuit, but what you can see here is that the driving is very dangerous, very erratic and aggressive tactics. He tries to thread the needle here, squeezing through these two cars at a red light. You can see some front end damage on that bumper, now turning left onto Huntington Avenue, just south of the 91 freeway. This appears to be a residential street going about 60 miles per hour down a residential street just east of Maple Street. So Huntington Avenue and Maple Street just coming up on a right turn down, slowing down just a little bit, zigzagging his way again through this residential neighborhood with nobody right behind him, but makes random turns nonetheless here at a pretty high rate of speed, not really stopping for any of these stop signs. Looks like he's pulling over and maybe thinking about ducking the vehicle. There goes the driver's side door.
I sure hope Joy Reid doesn't go through with that.
Run away here, and now maybe getting in the vehicle.
So we know they're never going to stop him to respond.
Looks like he's very
The rest of the public skills you develop for seeing through the BS. It's like X-ray vision for excrement. So stop looking at this as Republican versus Democrat or left versus right. It's us versus the brainwashers, and we need to expand our team. It's up to us to convince Kamala voters that they were gaslit too, and to make the truth more prominent than Jesse's bald spot. Because again, why would Republicans and even some Dems not
so he's getting back in that original almost for a second. He was intentionally getting in that pickup truck.
And how do you explain that the media loved Biden to the end until they didn't? Then they cast aside for Kamala, who they hated to the end until they didn't. It is a brainwash machine. And yet even when media coverage was 78% positive for Kamala, we were immune. It's like we discovered the super
rate of speed
a force field against hoaxes and media lies.
back in that original
So how does this
Honda
happen?
Civic.
Well, for many years, people assumed that the media had their best interests in mind, the truth. But as the media grew, so did their bullseye. And you experience what's called the Gelman amnesia effect. When you suddenly can gauge the truthfulness of an article because it's about you or your life. A plumber might assume everything on the front page is true until he reads a piece on plumbing. And he realizes, wow, this person doesn't know.
To let this go on much further, nonetheless.
Literally.
50 years lecture.
Just described a basin ranch as an offset ranch. What an asshole! See, the point is, if the topic involves you, then you see the lies, which is what happened on a mass scale to millions of Trump supporters when they were labeled racist, violent extremists. Suddenly the Gelman effect went national. I mean, if they think I'm racist, what else are they lying about? So imagine if everyone got this. Then none of the brainwashing could work anymore. The ladies of the View might actually have to find honest work. And CNN could turn into something useful, like a pickleball. So, the goal in the next 4 years is to unite all sides with one shared enemy. So forget past hell, they suffered enough under their own policy.
Looks like he's coming up on another car here.
Obviously, all those little scared what Trump's going to do. What
Looks like he's trying to break into the van.
Using Trump's own voice. Thank him for buying me 4 years. Yeah, I was going to retire.
But, you know, we what a great we
we're doing no tax exemptions, we're doing no tax no overtime, and we're doing, nobody's talking about what the American people want. We're doing no tax on McDonald's, we're doing McDonald's, no tax on nuggets. We have a great cabinet today, Secretary of Health.
Inside of the Disneyland TFR, so we have to hold this position right here. Here's the driver's side of that white van. Again, if you're just waiting for the fries, look at this! Ramming into the front of that black and white, that is
taking out the trash.
Elon Musk now trying to block him in as he puts it in reverse.
It's going to be so
He's going up and down, trying to, well, now he has nowhere to go here. He's really trying to ram that car out of his way as he is now stuck in that parking spot. There's really nowhere for him to go. He's going to look at this. Violently into reverse, ramming right into that
we suddenly realize everything we get from the media is a lie.
Well, me and you, we've known that for many years, and I'm so happy that everybody else has spoken up. The media bias, it's Orwellian. It is so real.
This is very dangerous, and obviously,
and sometimes it's just so. I was lucky enough to be able to attend some of the rallies and invited by people to hear and speak in private context. And it's remarkable how they misquote him and how they take his words out of context. And it's less overt, it's more overt with all the editorializing. The CNN headline the day after Trump wins, Trump retakes power with a disruptive influence. What could be less disruptive than a peaceful transfer of power? It's a democratic influence. And so, it's just the whole healing behind about how this is going to be a dictatorship, how our rights are going to be taken away. It is
head-on situation with that patrol car, officers out of the vehicle, and now he's racing through the subdivision as more officers race into this neighborhood. Look at this. What is he going to do here? Around all those black and whites, those are two police officers. Now they're trying to turn around. Look at this. Look at what we're seeing here. He's now back on Oregon Avenue after evading 4 separate black and whites who were just pulling into the neighborhood to try and help that original officer after a wild scene in that parking lot. We now have a brand new pursuit on our hands here as he has carjacked this vehicle and now racing down Coronat Avenue and Maple Street once again. A dangerous situation
That was a joke.
on the hands of
I was joking when I said that, and it tells you that maybe all the other stories that you were reading about, I don't know, climate change or the automotive industry is equally flawed.
Well, you have to just start questioning things that you read and also look at motivations of things. There's certain people whose entire job, I mean, in our situation, is to watch Fox News and then write about how bad everything they saw was.
Yes.
So that's their motivation. That's their job. So you have to read that with that lens. But that's not like that's the only form of media out there that does stuff like this.
Anybody who is willing
on these channels,
to engage with those cops like that,
right? With this work for a while, when they have their highest
ramming past all of this traffic now as he tries to get back on the freeway. It looks like he's trying to get back on the 91 freeway. He sideswiped 2 separate cars to get through that red light, getting back onto the 91 freeway. Surely CHP is being called in here as Florida police really has their hands tied. Many of those officers, I have not seen them get much closer to him, and now he is on the westbound side of the 91 freeway, as I was about to say. Anybody who is that reckless and trying to put themselves in that position with the waste of those officers, it is a desperate suspect behind the wheel.
You could have just asked.
What about that entire fact that, like, okay, yeah, I was at the beginning, I was asked, you called this early on, you said the polls were BS, but do you believe that it was artificially made close because of what Kat was saying to keep the money flowing?
He has no problem ramming into anybody at this point or sideswiping any vehicle that's in his way. So I think we're about to see some really dangerous
but it's not. To go on the media every day to objectively talk about something, you have to study, you have to research and pro and con. And both candidates need to find things right, things that concern you, call them work. That's why all the old journalists look so old. They smoke cigarettes and stayed up all night checking sources and this and whatever. When you get to you, like, I don't have to think anything. I don't like them, and I'm rich, so you shouldn't like them either. And I can say anything because no one's going to check me. I surround myself with people. They'll have one puppet Republican who is scared to death to say anything against them, or if she does come out, they'll interrupt her nonstop. So there's this level of stupidity that spreads because they don't have to all say Trump is Hitler, and their followers are like, oh, you're Hitler. But then if anyone actually pays attention to history class, they'll be like,
a little more traffic on this street as he makes a
wide right turn. Hence why we know who Hitler is. Because there's just this ignorance and it's an arrogance to where I just say whatever I want to. Then they get caught, and they can't say, I have been wasting network money lying to you. So they have to double down and go even stupider. And keep saying things like, I only watch because of the clips. You force us to watch the video.
I did.
He does. He's like, yeah, you predicted it. Good job. Guess who's watching The View for a month? Cat's baby's gonna come out and be like anti-something. But as you watch them, you see them just age and cringe because they get caught up in their lives. So what do? The new word is misogynistic. And guess what? Their only mistake was they blamed white men. They forgot that black men, Hispanic men, and Asian men.
He was in a black Honda Civic when it all started, and it appeared he saw him on several occasions try and dump that vehicle, and now he has taken over a white van. It's a GMC van. It looks like a work van that was parked in those townhomes down on Artesia Boulevard as CHP tries to get in here and race up Artesia to catch up with the suspect. But once again, no black and whites in sight as he is breaking every rule of the road and showing no regard for anybody's safety here, just ramming into vehicles whenever he sees anybody in his way.
or educate yourself
Sideswiped
when you
two
do.
separate
Yes,
vehicles getting off
that
the
is
91
true.
freeway. Lost control of Beach Boulevard, as you said there. David, the fishtail off the freeway there. Almost lost control, actually, and has now regained control on a much less traveled boulevard here. This is Artesia Boulevard, where you can see once again he's got much of the road all to himself here.
31 FB 158, Frank Ocean, Robert 645. And do you have a description of the suspects or direction of travel for them?
23-103, southbound 5, north of 4
31 FB 153, we have line, looks like got into a Uber vehicle in Mexico, last going outbound on Highway 3. I have no description of the vehicle at this time, or description of the suspect.
He is just bound to lose control of this vehicle. You can tell with every turn, he's barely braking. He's taking all of these turns way too fast. A very top-heavy vehicle that he is showing very limited capability of controlling. There are some black and whites a ways back, but they are having trouble catching up. They are not competing with them with these dangerous tactics that we're seeing here. He is driving very dangerously, but they've got to figure something out, because this is the same driving that we were seeing when he was in a small little black Honda Civic. We were very easily able to spot him on the freeway. Look at this, more traffic in his way. We'll see what he does here, but every time he's caught himself in a little bit of a jam, he just tries to use the vehicle to ram his way through here. Looks like he's gotten through that light there. We're on Valley View Avenue. As I was mentioning, it was very easy to spot him on the freeway originally because the driving was so erratic. And again, throughout this pursuit, except for when he stalled this vehicle, he has had really nobody behind him. He's just driving like a madman through the streets of Whittier now here on Valley View Avenue at Alondra Boulevard. Through the green light here with a little more traffic in his way, and we'll see what he attempts to do here. But I've got to believe that Honda was running out of fuel. You saw some front-end damage. He obviously had been in some collisions with that car, and we already have witnessed several collisions with this car. Not to mention that wild scene in the parking lot. If you missed it, I hope we can roll back some of that video where he was ramming that black and white, that lone Fullerton police officer who was just trying to block a parking spot with his gun drawn. He rammed that black and white out of the way, and the pursuit is on once again. But right now, as we've been saying, no law enforcement able to keep up with him just yet.
523, Roger.
Over. 48.
So how do you really know? 6711 Hollywood had a harmless smoke shop.
Possibly intoxicated.
Over the median into oncoming lanes of traffic through a parking lot here. He's going to come out on Rosecrans Avenue, going the wrong way on Rosecrans, wrong way on Rosecrans. It's a median. He's going to have to jump the, oh my goodness, look at this. He's going to probably shift over to the correct lanes here, but he had nowhere to go there, didn't jump the median, just went the wrong way, is now on the westbound side of Rosecrans Avenue, heading back towards the freeway. He's going to come up on the 5 freeway, approaching Norwalk. If he continues in the westbound direction here, looks like another crazy turn there onto a surface street into a parking spot for no reason whatsoever. Just went right over the curb there. I mean, there really wasn't really his way. I'm not even sure what's going through this guy's mind. This is just very unpredictable. Impossible to set up for a spike. Look at this! Off-roading, trying to get around traffic. Yeah, almost slammed into that tree. Now, look at this! Fishtailing through the parking lot, drifting through an empty warehouse parking lot, back onto Marquette Avenue. He is having a lot of trouble with this vehicle.
I
made you cry? Well, dry your eyes.
Absolutely not. Yeah, not composed at all. It looks like he might even have a flat tire. Look at this. There are pieces. Oh, he's lost his tire. He's on his rim. He's on the left rear tire.
They're blaming their wife for not getting out sooner, for unilaterally anointing Kamala, then for pushing Joe out in the first place, then George Clooney writing a letter urging Joe to drop out, and then him doing it too late. Kamala's advisors are saying the polling data showed she was winning. Obama advisors are giving Kamala that strategy. Blah, 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 blah.
But we are in a commercial area. It's going to turn into a more residential street if it continues. But there is a black and white now behind him. 0-3 with lights and sirens on. About maybe 50 feet back. Let's go ahead right now and see which agency that is.
As the founder and executive director of my organization, to have a successful company, and I would hope this would translate into running a successful campaign or running a country, you have to be able to have a little bit of self-reflection. Right? You have to be able to analyze what's working, what didn't work, and then make the changes that have to take place in order to succeed next time around. And that is simply not what's happening here. They've lied about violence and then they orchestrated a coup. They put Kamala in. She was never elected. She bypassed the primary. They stole this leader who everyone saw as a puppet of Obama. And what's so remarkable is that they spent $1 billion in 3 months. And this first 6 weeks of that campaign, she was hiding in her basement. Okay, so how are you supposed to trust a party that spends $1 billion for 3 months, loses, and then goes to say that they
likely going to have to step away from his vehicle. We already seen him.
This was all about emotion. All of
first
the
once
was
and into that other patrol car. Right now he's trying to go forward, and he's not going anywhere.
People say that it's like they spent $1 billion. That money did go somewhere. People got rich. It didn't really even matter that Kamala lost. There was $1 billion that got screwed up.
There's certainly more on the way over here right now.
Little operatives and whatnot. What do you think? Do you think they'll learn from them?
We're at Placid Drive.
And
he is now stranded here. We'll see how this officer deals with this. He's likely just going to wait for backup, but right now it doesn't appear as though that van is
I want to say playing from behind, but you say something weird about that. I'm trying to think of another way.
Probably not aware.
I'm trying to think of another way. To say play it from behind, but that's what I mean.
That's right.
When they wouldn't think that.
It's not going to stop.
Yeah, when they spent years.
You've got to wonder if he's thinking about getting out of this van and trying to hijack another one. You've got to at least wonder whether that's going through his mind. He's probably not aware. Well, now he's aware. I was going to say, he might not even be aware that his wheel's on fire, but certainly he's aware of the fire under the hood. One piece is flying out there as this van is starting to come apart.
Yeah.
Like Kamala is here, right? So I think that people, I mean, they really need to admit that they've done wrong. Admit that some of the stuff they said was messed up. And it's something you can make stuff
I don't think any shots have been fired yet, so that probably is not the case. That wheel is also creating
Looking at me some kind of sick disgusting.
but now I wonder if that transmission has just reached its limit. That's what's producing this smoke.
I'm not sure. I'm going to pick my moment. I want to do a little experiment with you.
It looks like the vehicle is now disabled. Additional units now pulling into position here. So some backup from CHP and Fullerton PD as he gets out of the vehicle, falls out of the passenger window, and is now running for the monster road. Running on northbound Colorado.
Okay, imagine this is
as he crosses the street, and we've seen this person take several desperate steps to hijack other vehicles. We will see what he decides to do here. Lots of folks getting far here towards here in the Colorado area, I want to say. He is now running down the sidewalk without any other wheels at his disposal. He's going to start running out of steam here, and we'll see if this
want to blame the kicker, or if you want to blame the coach, or you want to blame your girl calling you 2 minutes before you go on air.
Here comes another officer.
That's not what it is. This train of
horribleness started when they started telling us what we have to do with our bodies. And if you didn't get the shot, you were basically a terrorist. People lost jobs, they didn't care. And then all of a sudden they sent all this money out and people were stealing it and never went to the people who were supposed to get it. You don't
jumping fences, he's jumping fences.
You know, when you had to literally step in your...
Small dog there in the backyard.
And got sprayed with aerosol.
Under that,
put their clothes in a trash bag. And a bunch of niggas in the awning. Did you get
trying to get into
You don't forget that stuff. And then when we finally get through that, then we continue to be lied to and be told that it's horrible. We found out that they were horrible. And then we're told that it's okay for women with sex to punch another woman in the face, and then we question if there's something wrong with us. So they continue to pepper everybody got a little bit of their and eventually everybody got together.
Completely unaware. He's on the other side of the building.
The Puerto Ricans were like, oh, we can't take a joke.
Very dangerous situation where we have no information, but here comes somebody running at the front. Look at this. Look at this. A confrontation inside the house, a family home, and now we're going to come around the front here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He just got in that truck. There's a dog under that truck. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He just stole this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! This is incredible! This is incredible!
He's a big guy. What was the question?
I cannot believe what we are witnessing, guys. They are going to have to get creative here because this person is actually, look at that, just ramming into cars, additional bumpers flying off that other vehicle, and now he's, I believe,
and you know, a lot of them are deleting their Instagram pages, which, by the way, is a privilege, because if you're a free speech person, as a Canadian, I've been banned from every single social media platform. What a privilege to get deleted on your own. You know? Look at you.
I feel very sorry for all of the other cars on the road.
That was the best speech he's ever given. I
continues to make his way towards the freeway once again. We can't find ourselves back on the freeway. But look at him, a little bit of traffic, and once again, right through another gas station. This is just incredible. This is the third vehicle.
That's probably the best day of his entire political career. He slept well. He slept like a baby. I mean, he always had to wear diapers, but that night, he wore two. Next call, kids cried over Trump's landslide.
And when you decide, you can go to find.
That's right. That's the only thing that I can think of. If they have the opportunity, they're going to have to catch up with him once again. They're going to have to get themselves in a position where they can bring this to an end. If they can figure that out, and then there's going to be a very dangerous confrontation because this guy is not going away. There's just no way at this point that he is willing to give up. And whatever steam he lost running up that block, he's now comfortably in the driver's seat of a brand new work truck, and you can tell, I mean, he's having, I mean, we don't even know, I mean, there could be a full tank in that truck, so he may have a whole new fresh tank to play with here as he now travels down Mayor Road at 70 miles per hour, a high speed, traveling at a high rate of speed on a road that can't be more than 45 miles per hour speed limit, now back into another residential neighborhood.
We need to have the end of the word. Yes,
he is falling back some, but he's still falling for technically with her westbound.
FO University around the pool.
3, 4, 3, 2.
You agree, and you can start the word. If your plan says.
Not to mention, he almost took out at least one person in that driveway and a dog that was underneath as well. I hope everybody is okay back there, but now we have to follow this until the end here because the sun is going down and still no visual of law enforcement within sight here. So we're going to try and keep the camera on him and hope that somebody can triangulate those officers into this residential neighborhood as he makes these random turns, now making a left turn onto Rainier Avenue off of Fidel at a high rate of speed. I mean, I just hope nobody is out walking this neighborhood because this person is just speeding right through.
Let's go. This is my main ideas, and
315, 315, and 77, criminal passenger are now 1308 West 51st Street, Cliff 191, RD 1215.
Yes, we will work with 3D Max and Piranha Rent. First of all, I put here.
Who would want a T-shirt that says FAFO University?
Just like
3 Rogers.
With Professor T.
F10. Press F10.
Ambulance traffic at 1140 Southwest Lake Avenue is now in ambulance DUI traffic. Suspect male Hispanic, 19
Yeah, I
years, Frankie Lake.
look at this, over the median again, going the wrong way on Florence Avenue. Going the wrong way, head on with additional traffic down Florence Avenue, and look at this, coming up on another major intersection, a left turn northbound on Painter Avenue. To answer your question, David, that original van, I think he hotwired. I have to believe that the keys in this truck were already inside the vehicle, because he just ran away with that way too quickly, unless he, well, as you mentioned, is a really gifted car thief. In any event, there have been several major felonies that we have witnessed here this evening, and now a wild chase continuing northbound Painter Avenue with several black and whites behind him, and again, having trouble to keep up. Again, the speeds he's traveling and the dangerous tactics. No problem going the wrong way against traffic, 75 miles per hour on Los Vientos Road and Shoemaker Avenue. So again, very light traffic here, and it wouldn't matter anyways, because when there is traffic, he just seems to ram into everybody in his way. So we can only hope that the traffic stays light, and hope that maybe they can get some more officers into the area, not just following, but trying to chase, trying to very difficult for depressed students to discuss their feelings. Georgetown students who cross-traffic their Lego with the distress on election day. As he continues northbound here, only a couple lanes to play with. Maybe the people that have to put up with their tantrums, but continuing at higher speed around that fence at about 70 to 80 miles per hour.
They've been crying for 7 I feel like they've been crying since like 2014. So I feel like the milk cookies have been a thing, the poppies have been a thing, the coloring books have been a thing. Usually you have to go to work after something happens that's like can be far more devastating in your life. But yeah, it's also college. Like, why do people even go anymore at this point? It's so expensive. It's so expensive, and you're not even like practicing being a human.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's an anti-educational.
Yeah, it's so expensive so that you can get told that it's okay, that you don't have to go to work if something doesn't go your way. Yeah, you kind of do, actually.
Yeah. If I were the dean, you know what I would do to help de-stress them? Bike clubs.
There you go.
Just have them beat the crap out of each other.
You know,
That'd be great, Tyrus.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah, I would watch the hell out of it.
It's not, you can't blame the kids. You can't. Because I remember when I was in college, there was something that happened somewhere, and they're like, we're going to take the day off. I was like, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So it's the professors. It's the ones who are doing this. And they did, you know, I was talking to Guy Benson today. They did this when Bush got in. The same type of professors had days of mourning because the religions were coming to get them. You know, these professors are the problem. And to your point, there was no day of mourning for October 7th. You know what I'm saying? But there's a day of mourning you didn't get your way. That's more proof that you should never better time for the University of Phoenix. Never better time for grade school.
I mean, he's on a bona fide crime spree here. We can only be thankful that it didn't appear that anybody in that home was hurt. At the very least, we have to be thankful for that, but it'll be a miracle if it remains that way throughout the course of this new pursuit. Now, again, as you mentioned, in the third vehicle we've seen him in today. Now, you're right, it's been about 25 minutes since this all started, I want to say.
It's like 25 minutes.
maybe that's a little
Tyler, he was going away from the freeway here on Swanson. Now he's turned around and heading back towards the freeway. I wonder if he's had opportunity to get back on the freeway. He's on Sorensen Avenue with a little more traffic in his range here. He's heading back at the west-side direction. So he was going eastbound Swanson for some reason, and he hasn't done this very often. For some reason, he just turned around. He turned around back towards the freeway. They're wondering what Central Square was all there, and then all the residential street along Sorensen Avenue. That NYPD ship is still right over there. They have been relentless as well, staying right on top of them. At least they have been able to do that at all at this location. All of these neighboring agencies. Now, LA County Sheriff is going to be getting involved here at some point. We are at Santa Fe Springs in LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction. We've already seen several agencies
October 7th. In fact, they kind of energized people on the other
try to apprehend this suspect but he has done a masterful job of evading authorities while creating a lot of havoc. And Orange County and now back in LA County, here on another residential street, a very random turn. So no destination in mind. I thought maybe he was trying to get to the freeway. Doesn't look like it. Just trying to maybe look for a spot to hide out into this group. Maybe I don't know how familiar he is with the neighborhood, but maybe he's just looking for an opportunity to hide out. You just have to get your thoughts right now with everybody who lives in this neighborhood. That's what I think. I mean, he is in a small little residential neighborhood here at Leech-Lake and Wall Street. And if he decides to dump that vehicle once again, we already know what he's capable of. And so I just hope, I think the best place he could end up right now, quite frankly, guys, would be the freeway. If he gets on the freeway, it's a much more manageable and contained environment. Once you get into these residential streets, whether they're dangerous, madmen behind the wheel like this, anything is possible. We've already seen it, and you can see that night sun coming on. Compliments of the airline police department, Angel 1 right overhead, as he continues these random turns. That, I think, was LA County's helicopter. So now 2 law enforcement helicopters following each and every move. He's not going to get away, guys. They are going to get him off the road at all costs. This is not going to come.
How are they going to enjoy that milk cookie?
Oh, it
could be a little short back for sorts.
Can't they just identify as tolerant?
Yeah, they could.
Identify as happy.
Coming up, it never gets old.
Right, well, the question becomes, look at this. He's full speed at the end of Sorensen into a parking lot, and I think this is a shopping center at this is the Marketplace Shopping Center at Magnolia Avenue in Hadley. Okay. People walking through this parking lot. He's slowing down a little bit at least, but he's weaving his way through this parking lot, a very busy parking lot, as he tries to look for an outlet. You have to wonder, he's very aware of that night sun coming from the helicopter, and I can only imagine that that night sun is agitating him even more. So at least we made it through there without any trouble. He's made his way through that parking lot, now back onto Hadley Street, where you can see squarely that night sun is on him, and hopefully that doesn't cause him to amp things up even more than they already are. But as you mentioned, David, we do not know what the original want was. It was an attempted traffic stop. He failed to pull over, failure to yield, but obviously there was much, much more to this story. And from the very beginning, I was questioning whether that original black Honda Civic even belonged to him. And what we're witnessing here, my bet is that was likely a stolen vehicle as well. In any event, this is the 3rd vehicle we've seen him in through another major street here, through the red light, continuing, I think, northbound on Hadley Street.
Sunbeds and pool to another position.
1795 entry code is 3600.
Here. I will delete
So at 12:41,
this is faster
at the
than
8-hour
change.
mark, Facebook will log off. So
Faster
I'll have to do a reset.
Change something.
Eduardo Montoya, 937 11th Street, apartment 7, City of Santa Monica.
Okay, I will converted
And
again.
390 minute vehicle report South Avenue, Corpus, 44 1346. 1389, cancel incident 3844, 1388, 27 will hit me.
Yeah, I started live streaming at 4:45 this afternoon.
3137.
Oh my goodness.
This information only incident 3902.
That's a school. He's in front of a school, guys. He's in front of a school. Lots of people walking in front of this school.
Clear now, 1984 South Robinson Boulevard. Suspect male black, late 20s, wearing a blue jacket, armed with unknown metal tool. Code 2 incident 3906, 3889.
I did a lot of research. I watched movies on, the Nightcrawler. I watched that movie. When I first started live streaming, it was never meant to actually
David, he just sped past an elementary school with a whole bunch of people walking the street. Thankfully, he did not hit any of them. He is slowing down a little bit. I'm not sure what elementary school that was, quite frankly, but he's now on Beverly Boulevard at Harassment Avenue, and as the sun has set, obviously, you can see we are now in darkness as he continues the pursuit through these residential streets. The only light that we're working with is that night sun from the LA County Sheriff's Department. Looks like he's found himself in a dead end. He's at a dead end at the end of Alta Avenue, putting it in reverse, and he's going to reverse his way back out of here. We'll see if there's any black and whites waiting for him on the other side here. Let's widen out just a little bit, Rob. See what's waiting for him as he comes out the other end of Alta Avenue. Nobody. There's nobody in his way here. He's going to continue, get back onto Beverly Boulevard, southbound, or westbound Beverly. Westbound Beverly Boulevard here in Santa Fe Springs, and no law enforcement in sight, guys. He is slowing down a little bit. Yep, go ahead.
Continuing on MLK Traffic Crenshaw.
I will do it wider.
9019, no further.
I've got to be honest, I can't imagine them taking that tactic in this type of situation. They have to swarm him. They have to swarm him and get him off the road at all costs. And by the way, if they were trying to bring down the temperature, they were trying to have that night sun on him. That night sun is very agitating. He is clearly aware that law enforcement is on him, even though there's nobody right behind him. This is a pursuit as far as we are aware.
He's paying for it. He's trying to figure out users controlling him with delightful filters as he lost his
having a little trouble doing.
Roll it, Debbie.
Wow, genius you are. Can we stop with that? I appreciate it. I don't like the stupid turkeys. Alright, let's just knock that stupid off, please. The following day, I turned around and I said that there's no chance in the world that I'm leaving my country. Every single right within which to turn around would stop so we can. Alright, 2 seconds, I'm gonna end up blocking this idiot.
Tyrus, every day this election gets a little better.
It goes back to what we said in the first segment. These morons think they're so smart and they're so clever, but they don't know what accountability is. Because if you had any accountability, you wouldn't be in the position you were in the first place.
Yeah.
We'll see how this plays out. They are trying to keep up with them. They're trying to be in their position. Keeping up with them really is hard. Which I would be able to do. I would never say, oh, my husband's sale. On my website. When they do exploiting, jumps into the wrong lane, going the wrong way. As he is right now, you see he's jumped those double yellow lines, going the wrong way down Beverly Boulevard just to get around this traffic. So they're taking a different route. They're trying to cut him off in front of him. It's very difficult to predict where he's going to go, but at least they have the benefit of that helicopter going at his location. Here they come. Here they come at Norwalk Boulevard. These black and whites at a major intersection making a right turn on Norwalk, and there it is. Look at this. And now they're behind him. Hot pursuit again. Now on Norwalk Boulevard.
Featuring him being trolled.
These are going to be LA County shots. That's correct. I think I counted at least six that I saw.
I don't think I could, because it's just hard to listen to. It's the same crap. Like, of course you're not leaving. All these celebrities who say nobody's ever leaving. Whether it's a celebrity saying that they're going to leave because of Trump,
the only good news, guys, is that as far as I can tell, Workman Hill Road is going to turn into a much more commercial area, an industrial area. If he continues further north, there's some train tracks that can get him a little bit tied up if he continues. To get around this traffic. If the shoulder wasn't there, you could bet your bottom dollar you just ran right through these cars. But in any event, those black and whites trying to keep up, but they can't do what he's doing. So they're going to do their best to keep up. He's got the helicopter right over him, and it's just a matter of time before this comes to another tipping point.
In between these sunpads.
Heavy traffic, he's on at 10, I'm pushing Vermont.
Maybe not so big.
302, Roger.
Mickey,
something like this.
All of my videos that I've recorded from day one, I have saved.
Let's
every
change
video I've ever recorded,
because I have another
everything that I've ever filmed saved.
by default.
I have a hard drive with all the videos that I've
here something
Open road, especially this time of the night, on a weeknight, you can see some folks maybe going home, but for the most part, relatively light traffic on Workman Mill Road, coming up on Peck, which is going to be a bit busier. So if it continues and makes a turn onto Peck Road, that'll be a different story. But right now, traveling at a high rate of speed, we'll throw that real-time speed tracker back up, and you can see he's going much faster than everybody else. That is a much, well, it looks like he's slowing down a little bit because he's getting traffic there, but you saw him do about 50 or 60 on this very narrow road. Once again, going around a little bit of traffic at Peck there, and he's going to come over the 605. That is the 605 overpass. Still now, actually, he's now turning onto Peck. He's now on Peck Road, just east of the just west, rather, of the 605.
Okay, let's go next. Next, we need to build the trees, I think, because we need to. I think we need to.
Everything is there from June 6th till now.
Maybe with the pool, because
Hollywood unit to handle timeout Wolford Tech 5335 Laurel County Boulevard, 709 RD5043 identified.
In the middle of the ground.
Second information, there is no suspect prescription.
Just for beginning.
I'm sorry, guys, we're just taking care of a little bit of housekeeping up here, and it looks like he's now getting on the freeway. He's now on the 60 freeway, getting on from Peck Road, and now it's a whole different ballgame. I can only hope, we can only cross our fingers and hope that he stays on the freeway, because that is going to take away at least some of the risk, although everybody on the freeway is certainly going to be in his path here of destruction, as we've seen this evening. CHP almost guaranteed to take this over at some point, but for now you can see those LA County Sheriff's officers managing to get on the freeway with him, but he's hugging that right lane, so he sees that traffic. This is all rush hour traffic, and it looks like if that continues, he may look to get back over to the right and get off the freeway. In any event, he's in the carpool lane now, so committed for the time being to the eastbound 60 freeway, and look at this. Yeah, just weaving around.
That means building not the main
on the freeway.
That's why I work with Quixel Bridge with the Megascans models. When you work with your real project, of course, your architect will give you some special model of your real project. Right now, I don't have.
You know, I'm already recalling similar situations, nothing quite like this, but different situations where we've seen attempted carjackings on the freeway, jumps to mind only because of what we've seen today. But in any event, you're right, David, it is going to slow down a little more. The traffic is going to get heavier. You're going to see a few more brake lights in about 2 miles off the nose. Traffic is a little bit heavier on the westbound side, but on the eastbound side, he's going to hit the brakes in about 2 miles. For the time being, those deputies are still in tow. They call it back a little bit, but right now, that driver has tunnel vision. He's got one mission, and he's just desperately trying to evade those deputies who have now fallen back even further. Every time he weaves through around another car in that carpool lane,
her name is January, and she runs a page called Missing Smiles.
They are staying back,
All these flyers, she made the tape for me to put them up.
start calling in some units who are up ahead of him, like we've already seen back in
this is a missing 16-year-old girl.
CHP setting up for a traffic break up ahead here. Maybe not
that is
quite
her
yet.
right there.
That does take
So
some time,
today,
but
like I
ultimately,
said,
if he
we
stays
are
on the
gonna put these
freeway,
up
that's what we can expect.
I gotta give you my statement.
We can expect to see some tactics where they start to create traffic breaks behind them and traffic breaks ahead of them by blocking off those entrance ramps. And we'll see what they do with the exit ramps. But that all requires manpower and personnel, and we don't know what they have ready at their disposal at the moment. But in any event, those calls are going out now, and California Highway Patrol ready to help out the LA County Sheriff's Department here as we continue eastbound on the Pomona Freeway.
Only Pendleton and Chivers. A11, you still showing route to that.
Thank you, Kevin. I do appreciate the support, brother.
Lucas Gracias, Kevin. George 22, update your status.
We need a helicopter.
Occurred on the street, not the freeway. PR contemplates on the created the location.
Anyways, those you guys that are just tuning in, I'll show you guys one more time. We're not working. We're hoping put up flyers for missing person. This is a missing juvenile. Her name is Leslie Ramirez. She is 16 years old. She went missing on October 29th. Like 10 days ago, I think. 5'3", 145 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Last seen 300 block of Real Road. And if you guys do want to text the mom, maybe you guys saw the mom. Do not bug her. But if you guys have seen her, please shoot the mother a text or contact the police department immediately with that case number right there.
All the way back over to the right. As I mentioned, that traffic that I was talking about,
posted
that's
on
what you're looking
Facebook.
at here.
Ask
Too much
anybody if
traffic
you
for
want
his liking, and I predict that he's going to take one of these upcoming exit ramps here. So we'll look out for that as we try and come around the driver's side here in just a minute. But he is hugging that right lane, and I'm not exactly sure this is going to be. Let me just double check here. I think this is going to be perhaps that might be Rose Hills Road next to exit ramp here. In any event, he is committed. Looking at this, he's actually moving over to the left, so maybe coming into the 60 here. I hope that's the case. But in any event, as you mentioned, Giovanni, he's just warning you wherever he has the opportunity, just trying to create distance and space with those deputies.
Different ways. Thank you, Evie. I totally understand. Thank you for your support.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this up, and then I'll be right back to the park check.
7833.
Well, he certainly sees it. I don't think. Oh, there it is. There it is. He's off.
What's the general 951 488
Crazy love.
It's going to be Azusa Avenue.
Roger.
And he made a left or a right. Oh, he's cutting that guy off, making a wild right turn there. And now southbound Azusa Avenue. Southbound Azusa Avenue. Too much traffic for him on the 60 freeway. And now the pursuit continues off the freeway onto Surface Street. We'll see if the speeds continue as they have been. But looks like he may think that he's lost those units on the ground. Still see that night sun shining the light on them, but I don't see those deputies just yet. Not sure if they were able to get off the freeway with him. They're being directed to. I'm not sure if they're off the freeway yet. In the event, he's turned off the road, and you can just see all of these turns put him onto very highly trafficked areas for the most part because of the time of day. It's literally the middle of rush hour at 5:40 on a Wednesday afternoon, and every turn he makes, he sees brake lights for the most part. You see folks just trying to get home without any idea what's coming up behind them. He's already ruined several people's day. But unfortunately, at least from what we can tell, does not appear to be. That's a weed whacker that fell off the back of that truck, by the way. It appears to be a gardening truck, guys. There's a lot of landscaping equipment on the back of that pickup truck, excuse me. But in any event, that appeared to be a weed whacker that fell off there, and he's continuing at a high rate of speed, very dangerously, weaving around even the very few cars that there are in this residential neighborhood. He, again, has no problem whipping into anybody's way. He's trying to avoid them.
But yeah, membership,
There's a shower
$99 a month, it goes from there. You don't get anything except the joy of supporting the channel.
You know, it appears to be a brand new truck, and if you look, that appears to be paper plates that are flapping in the back there. So very likely a newer model it looks like a Chevy. It's a Chevy. Yeah, it's a Chevy pickup, and he's continuing now around this person. But man, he is just. I just, every time he gets into these residential neighborhoods, I worry for not only those cars in his way, but all of the people who decide to do anything crazy, which he's already done a lot of crazy things. It can get so dangerous. That incident where he ran through that house could have ended in a deadly situation. There was obviously a struggle there. I'm just grateful that from what we observed, nobody was hurt, but there's no guarantee that it's going to end that way. In any event, he's continuing through this residential suburb here. It's going to be, looks like Crosshaven Drive at Calle Madrid. If you live in this neighborhood or know anybody who lives in this neighborhood, you are urged to stay inside because this is a dangerous pursuit that is speeding through your neighborhood.
And I'll publicly apologize. I have no shame. I'll gladly apologize. I love you guys.
Hispanic in a gray Toyota Honda Tundra 08 shopping center. If you don't see requesting
at least you stuck around though. At least you stuck around. At least I didn't scare you off.
Sorry, you're probably not going to see this one.
Oh, what happened to Oregon? What did we win?
Alright, coming up on a red light here. He's on the wrong side of the road, northbound Fullerton. That's Colima. He can make a turn there, or if he continues north, that would put him back on the 60. But it looks like he's going to turn on the Colima Road. Again, a lot more traffic on Colima as well. As he makes that westbound turn, I still don't see anybody behind him. There are a few units a ways back, so they are behind him, but they're just a ways back, maybe several football fields back. As he comes up on another red light, trying to get around them. Lots of cross traffic here as he continues through that red light, and he's able to make it through. So Colima Road, westbound, is where we are. The helicopter's still overhead, and those sheriff deputies trying desperately to catch up.
Number one in other college football. Our quarterback is throwing the most touchdowns of any quarterback in all of
We don't know that was a guess on my part. That's what I have a feeling, but that means nothing. We have nothing to confirm that it was a stolen vehicle.
So
only to say that they tried to pull him over for some reason. Not sure what that reason is. Oh my goodness! A close call there onto the median, over the median, and now continuing after missing that cross traffic just by a hair. Just by a hair. Look at this. Officers able to shut down that intersection. We'll see if we start to see that happen again if he continues in the same direction. But there is now, it looked like maybe an undercover vehicle in that intersection. Look at that. They're now cutting him off and shutting down these intersections ahead of him. It's a very hard thing to do, by the way. It's very good that they were able to do that for 2 intersections in a row. They can't continue that, but if they can continue to try and leapfrog his trajectory along Colima Road here, that will help things dramatically. Looks like they've got another intersection blocked off here at Puente Hills and Colima, so it's going to be another dangerous situation, but no cross traffic as those deputies have shut down the intersection, giving him a wide berth to speed through the red light, and now continuing westbound on Colima Road. But just the mere act of shutting down the freeway, saves lives because it stops all of the traffic, whatever the light traffic signal says, everybody comes to a stop, and this guy can just speed right through these intersections and not kill anybody. So he's continuing at 90 miles per hour on Colima here, and here come those black and whites. Now they're closing in.
EV_1973 super chat at $5. Football, it's just a bunch of heads.
No, he is jumping from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. Now coming up on Hacienda Heights. We were in Roland Heights, and now for the first time, we're in Hacienda Heights, basically paralleling the 60 freeway. So just a few blocks north of him, there's the 60 freeway. So we're going westbound on Colima Road, and if he continues in this direction, he'll come up on the 605. So 605 off ahead of him, the 60 freeway off to his right, and those deputies clearly closing in on him, giving him a little bit less space. And if they have an opportunity, which they can't with all of this other traffic in their way, but if they have an opportunity, they will pick him and do whatever it takes to get him off the road. But that assumes that those officers are pretty qualified.
Got us into the J.D. Vance Riley, baby. The freaking line hookup of the century.
Losing control, up on the curb, losing control, crashing into another car. Crashed into another car, and it looked like he was trying to evade that deputy, and he was coming up right behind him, and he took that aggressive action, jumping the curb, tearing off somebody else's bumper. Just added to the list, guys, but the pursuit now continuing on Colima through another intersection. Here's another red light. We'll see what he does here. More cross traffic coming through, and now a southbound turn on to South Hacienda Boulevard.
That was an amazing
presumably those deputies will make the turn with him and try and close in on him. Once again, there he is, just about maybe 4 or 5 car lengths back. If he slows down at all, they will close that gap.
Anyways, guys,
every time they
what's
do
up,
that, it just basically
Missing
speeds up.
Smiles.
What did you do, Justin?
Hey, Lorraine, how you doing?
It's exceptionally dangerous, but you know what? We've
Okay, so
situations where desperate times call for desperate measures. I think the bigger factor is the fact that there's so many innocent people around here. If they have a straightaway, and obviously they can't do it at like 60 miles per hour, but it's a heavy truck, by the way, so it wouldn't be the easiest fit in the world. But in any event, threading the needle,
this is a
one lane
16-year-old girl
going,
that is
one lane
missing.
coming southbound.
Her name is Leslie
Hacienda
Ramirez.
Road.
She's
Cars
16,
pulling
5'3".
over, room for him.
She was last seen around the 300 block of Real Road. If seen, contact BPD, and that is the case number.
Naturally pulling over because they hear the emergency
we are putting up these around town.
But this is a very narrow road here, Hacienda Road. As you mentioned, one lane going, one lane coming. He's going around everybody over the double yellow lines just to get away from that deputy.
Come in, Steven.
Put some like
Hasidin, send me a $5 cash out for a Red Bull because I'm a meanie. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much.
It's a windy road. It's a windy road, and he's having trouble.
We hope she comes home, Lorraine. We really do. And I'm sorry you're going through this. I have, me and my wife have 3 kids ourselves. They're a little bit, quite a bit younger. I can't even imagine going through it right now.
No boundaries, no inhibitions, he is going for it. I think he's pretty well aware of how this is going to end. It's not going to be pretty. He's basically enjoying his final minutes of freedom here because there is just no chance at this point. No chance whatsoever that he gets away.
In the sky in the southwest. What is that?
It is Friday, guys. We get it. Not a normal night, but
Oklahoma.
let's go.
Oklahoma and Texas. What's that thing outside?
Roger.
Anybody know?
142, come in.
And I will check the dimension.
I got it, brother. I got it. That's it. I got it. Thank you so much. $5 for Red Bull because I'm a meanie. So thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Off-roading. He's going to be in trouble here. He's going to be in trouble. He's off the road at a high rate of speed. He may spin out here.
Yeah, I mean, if other streamers won't want to,
all right, back on Hacienda Road. Oh man, he just missed that one. Missed that car barely. It's a windy road that's going to meet up with Hacienda Road on the other end, also called Hacienda Road, where it'll have a little more room for him to play with. But right now it's a windy road with a lot of traffic in both directions. He's now going the wrong way, and here come separate deputies in the oncoming lanes of traffic. But really, what can they do? I mean, he's just other than getting into a head-on collision, which is not an option, they're going to turn around now and hopefully triangulate more.
Okay, we got still call the following right now.
Off his nose here, but
everyone's following a potentially stolen vehicle at
a high rate of speed once again.
Everyone's on it right now.
This is just, it just takes your breath away from every intersection that he blows through.
Probably about 5 minutes away. Eastbound Pacheco for
It will be easier.
For 1973 super chat.
Another residential neighborhood with very narrow streets. Looks like he's not working, so that's El Rancho Drive. And a series of deputies now following him into this neighborhood, or at least two. Okay, so these are the two that were coming. They turned around with them. Those original deputies, just to put this in perspective, appear to have fallen back.
Was that Lorraine from Facebook?
But those two that were coming in the opposite direction are now right behind him. So two brand new deputies engaged in this hot pursuit along El Dorado Avenue here in Hacienda Heights. Looks like a dead end. It's a cul-de-sac. This is scary. This is scary. A cul-de-sac, they're going to come face to face with this suspect, and you guys know, our viewers know, what he's capable of in this situation, because he's already rammed into several vehicles, including deputy vehicles, and there he is again, right through, almost missing them, and now continuing right out of the neighborhood. He's going to get right out. I mean, he's weaseling his way out of these predicaments, and I just don't know how much longer this could go on. I just can't fathom it.
Thank you.
We're handing out flyers.
Appreciate you, Evie.
They can do it.
Our 3 mile block 17, years early 20s, the one block number 2, camouflage with a sweatshirt number 3, orange sweatshirt. They're last seen on foot.
He's going to come head-to-head here. He's going to come head-to-head with another sheriff deputy. He's just going to go around him. That's the protocol. You can see they're following protocol. They're pulling over, letting him around. They're not going to box him in. Part of the reason, guys, is because these tactics, look at this. He's going out of the neighborhood where there are about a half a dozen. Right through those deputies. Again, just missing them. Unbelievable. There's about a dozen black and whites, a sea of oranges, trying to keep up with him, and they just have nothing, no tools at their disposal at the moment to get him off the road. I can tell you that part of this is tactical protocol within the department, because there are other agencies that would treat this a little bit differently. Right now, they are sticking with the book and basically just trying to.
You know what, Lorraine? I'm gonna put that towards
I'm just told that he is basically 3 charges of ADWs, assault with a deadly weapon. On top of all the other crimes that we've witnessed here this session, but just to kind of add to this, you can see how many.
We're going to see back in the back, guys.
Unbelievable.
You know, I will not add it here. I think you probably know how to do this.
It is. He's backtracking on that same windy road, which again has one lane going, one lane in the opposite direction, and at times he just went around traffic by off-roading into the shrubs almost. It was a miracle he was able to maintain his composure there, but spinning up a lot of dust. It's a narrow road and about a dozen black and whites behind him, but that tire, I think his back left tire is he did hit something. Look at that. More sparks flying. Not sure if it's coming from the wheel well or if it's coming from that equipment, but something is making metal, and I gotta wonder if all that stuff in the bed of that pickup truck was strapped down. Possibly not. We've already seen one big whack girl.
But I'm not going to right now.
Absolutely.
Oak Street at the Wells Fargo cash vault, president 4045 132.
Yeah, I'm being told it may be the result of one of those collisions earlier on the same road before he made his way into that neighborhood, possibly. We're going to try, by the way, to get on the other side, get on the driver's side, and catch a glimpse of that left rear tire to see what he's working with back there. But something back there was hitting the pavement, creating those sparks. There you see more sparks actually coming from the front. It's coming from the front left. Front left sparks. We'll see what his treads look like, but he's missing the tire again. He's missing the tire. Okay, so by the way, this is not the first time we've seen this in this pursuit. Last time.
George 24's en route. 27T 31.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way he's going to continue these turns, especially at these speeds. And they're going to close in on him when he does. But again, there are so many innocent people in the immediate vicinity of this. If it ended right now and the vehicle was disabled, there is just so much crossfire, so much collateral in his way here. Civilians that are just in danger every time I see every. Oh man, I just cannot keep up with this guy. He's going to lose it. He's going to lose control of this vehicle, and it's going to end very ugly. But at least for the time being. Right.
14-8,
More sparks.
Code 6 for Ali, 12130 Washington Place.
Yeah.
14-7 code 3 call over in Pacific. See if the PR has updated location.
133 Western Street, 2492, already 144, Corpus Ringer 818, North Broadway, 3907, 3111.
1907.
Negative.
3 Roger.
You're starting to get a better idea of how much law enforcement is dedicated to getting this guy off the road. There's about a dozen units behind him. We just saw another half dozen in front of him in the opposite lanes, and now he is continuing at a high rate of speed on a straightaway portion of Hacienda Boulevard, coming up on Colima Road once again if he decides to get back on Colima. But look at that, he's losing that rim. He's on borrowed time with this truck. It's a...
985-1553, 2 Leadville Street, incident 3753. The suspect still is off the street as a food for less. The PR was previously standing by outside with the brother, and suspect attempt to assault the PR's brother again, mostly under the influence of narcotics, no weapons. Additional incident 3913.
11X62, 11X62. Attempt suicide, H1 and Sunset Code 2 incident 4028 or D751.
Barely maneuvering. You see, we're very fortunate that he's on a straightaway section of street here, but if he has to make any tight turns at any speed, it's going to be very difficult for him. But at the very least, you're going to start to see that wheel come apart, and eventually the axle won't be able to turn. But it's obviously a heavy-duty truck. It's built for all kinds of situations, and these are not easy to break down. But you can see he's definitely testing the limits of this truck, and now without that front left tire, it's only a matter of time. Now those deputies have fallen back once again because he's blowing through these red lights, continuing at a high rate of speed, 70 miles per hour at what cannot be more than about a 45 mile per hour speed limit. And he's blowing through all these intersections with cross traffic, so many close calls. It's a miracle we haven't seen anybody hurt now under the freeway. That, I believe, was the 605. The 60, excuse me. Oh, crashing into a Jeep, crashing into another vehicle here, and wiping him out off the road. He just took out another vehicle, rammed into him, heavy damage. I hope that person's okay. Up on the curb, and now he's trying. Look at this! Again, ramming into more cars and trucks. Head on, head on, head on! Unbelievable, head on with another car! And here comes, not even a pit maneuver, but they rammed into him from behind, into a gas station, folks getting gas at the corner of Gale and Hacienda, into a gas pump, and now he's going to try and get out probably, but he's going to put it in reverse, back in reverse towards that deputy. Look at this, ramming into the front end, they're shooting at him, they're shooting, we're going to widen out, and they are now firing into the cab of that pickup truck. Unbelievable. They are using force. Deadly force is being employed at this moment to try and stop this madness in the middle.
The 211 that just occurred.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20 handpicked products that are trending all over the world.
They are stopped. They have stopped. The wheel is off. That front left wheel is off. Yep. Is it still going? Still going. So his foot's on the gas. Unbelievable. 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 Foot on the gas. Bullets flying through that truck, and now we'll see as they surround the vehicle. Multiple teams.
Pacific Unit 211, Silent 6801 South Los Angeles Boulevard, 6801 South Los Angeles Boulevard, Chick-fil-A. It's code 3 incident 4073 RD 1469.
24, switch to Sunplex. Anyone able to call a manager?
Charge for today. 766, I'll call him, but I'm at Orville and Oracle. Flat Road 23 with another unit behind me.
762, you can attach me to the call Oracle. Backup. 112 code 6105112 Louise Avenue.
43 to 66, I'm Prince and Oracle now. North Huntington, 213, Moody. Call North.
1 mile more to that crush.
Able to enter.
Should be between 39 and 38 southbound side.
Anyone, BRT 16, watch 4.
No
incidents, can you just
no please?
This is from the Code 6 Charles 10512 Louise Avenue. Information only.
Did you have a message?
Agent 6 clear, we'll move up to the scene. 29 shipping route.
You me? Oh.
Base 71 Special Initial Unit, Carney Myers, 49 route.
Going, we're going.
450, Roger.
California 6 Falls, 067.
Oh, we got another stop up here.
Suspect is a male Hispanic in an older sedan, correction, black older sedan, 6 young William Young, 506 young William Young, 560, 6 occupants, 1 female Hispanic, 25, 30 years. The other suspects are male Hispanic, no further description, last name towards South Meadow Road. Victim is a PR's male cousin. Code 2 incident 408
Oh, gosh, that's cool.
A male answered the phone. He states that the PR took sleeping pills and is not responding to...
The fox isn't even lit up no more on this side. Only the tail. It's called the silver tail now.
In RD,
all it's got is some tail.
Any further battery suspects?
What's going on here? We got cops on all sides. Look at this.
Black number 1 is in front of the location.
Hello.
Black is the year wearing a white shirt and black pants, black shorts. Number 2 is a male black wearing a black shirt and blue or black pants. Code 2 is in
What'd they do?
Holy shit.
Oh my
God.
Damn. Oh my God. I didn't hear this call.
They have canine units on here. Whoa.
Whatever this is, I don't think this thing came in over the state.
There's a bunch of cops down there.
Now inside a white Mercedes SUV license. Boy John Nora Tom 263. Boy John Nora Tom 263.
Hey, you're looking kind of suspicious. There's a bunch of cops down there.
Code 6 in the area. Not
a lot of cops.
They were like blocking the alleyway.
OU3 off of 4029. Can you please show the rental light front desk handling, please?
No, the camera's in the car, but they have community.
9 rush.
Control 144, can you start the unit to my location?
It's
1681 Roger.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
871, no further.
Why do you like to
Just under rush.
Because eventually it'll stop being so scary.
Now, 4040 Lincoln Boulevard, Commerce Bank. Suspect emails back.
Yeah, weren't you doing that every night at Star Valley?
4088 or 1444. Specific unit
I do it for free.
Oh.
So it's even better.
I need 42, no further. How about for the female? 75, 1375, plan and the watch commander. Copy. Cancel this for the female or cancel now for the male? 1467, handle 80W, suspected now. 4040 Lincoln Boulevard. So 3, incident 4088, RD 1444.
1467, disregard.
Is that canceling for the male or the female?
That's right. Wait till you get to the bottom of the bag. Try the bottom of the bag now. Tell me
Now go to 3861.
a little bit more.
My name is Jeff.
I remember the blue used to be really sour.
No, this is Patrick. Liar! Ah, boy, here we go.
Punch her in the cooter. I don't give a damn.
You even made my Christmas list.
I like that one. The big fish eye that's missing for a long time. Well, they found it and brought it back to Baker Center.
Good, Jeff. You're already caught.
Oh, snap. Did they
You're
come up?
already caught.
Yeah, I heard about that. They were offering like a $10,000 reward. Did they find out who stole it?
Are you trying to listen to aliens?
Contact on my phone.
Your pipeline is now on battery. FD is now around. The suspect that left is a male called Bill 20, the blue shirt, light blue pants, locking approximately 10 minutes ago on foot on Figueroa Towards Avenue 52. Additional suspect location. Incident 3913, Bill code 2.
6 on a vehicle where?
Back to 27 now at the Lorenzo apartment, 325 West Adams, number 3041. Union Avenue. Code 77408, 237.
4088 to me as well.
TC Ortho, but the suspect was actually running towards that direction.
When you buy a power tool, you need it to last.
Correction, the
And
Pierre's
for
going to be
durability
responding
and
back to me with you.
performance, there's no better value than Hercules brushless. Engineered and tested to meet the needs of the toughest job sites again and again. Upgrade to Hercules today.
Bye. We'll call them back.
Wait, 104.
Don't put off new wiper blades until you need them the most. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get up to a $20 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with the purchase of a pair of select Rain-X wiper blades, plus 2 times O-Rewards points. Our professional parts people will even install them for free.
9863, 9863, additional Melvin Turney, 614 Valero Street, or 66, subject is PC back in the stores on the Valero Street.
That don't seem like it got a little whistle to it. We got a tune getting ready to go.
That eastbound Pioneer 211.
Look, here's the Chevy, right? Oh, it ain't got no plate on the back end, so that's the one. No plate.
I'll show you there at the headlight hotel.
93-year-old male with chest pain and
71 27 County, 27. Approximately 35 years of age, wearing a gray hoodie, black pants. Let's bring about, people use for 712.
Come on, we need something. Let's go.
There's always something that happens right here when we're not staging here. The more staging here, nothing happens.
Right. Name that tune, girls.
George 559. Suspect is driver, female, Hispanic, goatee, wearing a black clothing, the castle, the left hand, information on the
Oh, looks like we're at a gas station where beef jerky is. Harmony.
Emotional damage! And that's the way the news goes.
No trees out here. Probably gonna need 2 records, but we'll wait for details.
Must say
pick up out of Bakersfield.
No, I ain't talking about.
Liar! Oh, that's a lot of damage! Ah, boy, here we go.
35 beats. Nope.
Susan was after Monica. The RP is leaving the area back to his residence. 905 Drive.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
In flashing lights.
In flashing
no longer
lights.
love mine. They refused to stay in the area.
They refuse to stay in the area.
Right, I wouldn't want to either after I just got robbed in that area. Oh no.
Yep, McDonald's.
Control 114. Meal team, I call this suspicious search.
It wasn't street tacos, it was McDonald's.
That sounds familiar. Where's that from?
Merry Christmas.
Oh my god, I love it. I know where that's from.
All right. Name this movie, everybody. Name this movie. Ready?
3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I know it, I just don't remember the name.
Name that movie that it was played on.
346 down there, Artifact 246.
Yeah, everybody on Clapper's already getting it. Who was the main character in that movie?
Good night, Ellen. Carrie got it. First one to get it on the Facebook side. Carrie, Home Alone, Lynn Lacey got it. Deb got it. Carly got it on the Facebook side.
Yep, Nicole.
YouTube's quiet, you guys. What's going on with YouTube?
Kevin, yep. His name was Kevin McAllister in the movie. What's his real name?
He said, well, we have a young male lighting stress on fire in the park, but then he put it out when the flashlight on it.
I'm not seeing a lot of YouTube comments come in. Is everybody just lurking on the YouTube side or what? YouTube chat. We got 689 of y'all watching. Y'all quiet on the YouTube side.
Jesus.
Like, what the heck?
Did y'all fall asleep or what?
I'm seeing all Facebook comments, no YouTube comments coming in.
Are you guys having a burping contest back there?
No, it's just having the same time. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, girls.
Hey.
Oh, that's worse than my farts.
What the heck, man?
Damn.
Get up without the
28 is back, verify insurance manually on AEC, copper, white color, Lynn.
Go get yourself a turkey. They have the same ones in there.
Yeah. I'm not
gonna
wait here.
run.
You on your own? Okay. Come on. I'll go. Oh my go. Let's go. Sure.
I guess.
Let's go.
Let's see if I can do it. Ready? Ready?
Oh no.
Damn, where are they going so quick?
Go for it, thank you for
Zero North George Union 77 Arizona.
352 on South.
Returning valid on a 2017 Toyota Sienna to an Elena Jungleton. Video was pumped down.
1964.
Thank you, Stephen.
Proceed.
Charlie 440.
1965.
Doors, no problem.
957 service. Proceed.
Go ahead. We're just checking. Case 1630160. Thank you, Dave.
706. All units, LV, northbound lanes, 84 Nebraska Parkway, on a black Jeep Compass.
Look at me, code 3, call it, their subject is kicking the door.
Northbound, 84 Nebraska Parkway, 23
10-4, 4U6, you copy the code 3 response. It's a 1031, our suspect is back kicking the door.
Chatter 7127 status?
Yeah, copy on